journey, and it's a bit of a rush now to try and get the 9 puzzle cubes. As you'd made your way through the city, you'd found evidence that you're not the only ones searching for the puzzle cubes here. You had encountered a group of red wizards of Thay who have already procured a puzzle cube, evidenced by one of the shrines that had been cleared out in your absence. Then these red wizards gave you a choice, basically, to either hand over a puzzle cube or Orvex. And you guys knew the severity of the situation with the puzzle cubes and the death curse, and you decided to actually hand over Orvex to the red wizards. He didn't really want to go, but that's the decision that you guys had to make. Anyway, with that, you retreated back to the hideout to get a bit of rest, and you'd actually learned that Bag of Nails was as treacherous as ever. He admitted that he'd poisoned your stew, but didn't realize that you'd actually purified the stew. He thought that you'd all basically die or be rendered completely incapacitated at midnight. However, that didn't work out too well for him, and you guys were forced to put him out of his misery, give him the hunter's death that he so longed for. With that, you've now got 3 puzzle cubes out of 9. You know the red wizards have 1, so that makes 4. So there's still 5 puzzle cubes left in the city, hopefully. Sparing the fact that the red wizards may or may have not already procured another cube. So you're fairly early in your adventuring day, and you've just wandered down this promenade near the rift, and you've actually wandered up to a shrine over here, Overlooker's Shrine. We left on a little bit of a cliffhanger. So as you made your way through Overlooker's Shrine, you won't see anything at the moment, Garrick. That's entirely intentional. And
did we complete a long rest then by the end of that night, or didn't we?
You did. You were long rested from the night before, but I think you should have already taken that. You did have an encounter with these Zorbo, so they actually messed Torrin up quite a bit.
Oh right, yeah. Now I remember. Thank you.
And Garrick's got Shield of Faith up. He twinned it on you and himself. And he's also got Comprehend Languages up. Oh no, sorry. He twinned it on himself and Orion, and you've also cast it on yourself. Alright, so you've entered Overlooker's Shrine. How was that, sorry?
And I have to comprehend language because that's not a concentration spell.
Yeah, you've got the comprehend languages up.
Yeah.
Alright, so as you entered the shrine, you've made your way through this gallery that has all these reliefs showing Omuan people hunting and harvesting fruit, and then these empty torch brackets protruding from the walls. There was a bit of an inscription, a message in Old Omuan at the entrance to the shrine. It said, "Overlooker teaches us to tread warily and stay in the light." So there were these empty torch sconces lining the reliefs, and you guys had lit torches and placed torches in the sconces. However, nothing had happened. You'd made your way further up into this sun pool, and you've looked up to the ceiling and seen a glorious sun, a coloured sun carved on the ceiling, painted orange and red, and it's directly above this pool of still water. And the ceiling reflected in the pool, however, it doesn't show a sun carving, but rather a moon carving. We've taken a look inside of the pool. Orion dipped his head in and just saw like a hemispherical basin. But then Garrick actually jumped in, and when he had submerged himself, he's gone. He's completely vanished. So we'll get over to you in a moment, Garrick. But firstly, Nim, Orion, and Torrin.
Just tell me which character I have to make.
Yeah, Garrick's actually working on his other character right now. So, all right. So no, what do you guys do when you see this? He's jumped in the pool and he's vanished.
Where the heck did he go?
I look into the pool to see if he's down there somewhere.
The water is highly reflective. It's like a mirror, and you can't even see the bottom of the pool.
I want to touch the water, and maybe dip my finger in, see what happens.
It's cool. It ripples, and you just see this rippling image of the moon in the surface of it. Still, it also perfectly shows your reflection in its surface, but nothing happens other than that. It behaves like water.
When he stood in the pool, did it come up to like his knee or something, and then he just like completely vanished, or was he like pulled under?
It's like he fell through it.
Gotcha. Huh.
So, do we need to follow him? You guys think?
No, he's probably dead. We should leave.
Okay. Well, let's go. Bye.
Alright, next
Can I
round.
climb?
We all just leave. That's it.
Can I climb on the wall up to the painting of the moon on the ceiling?
It's a sun,
Yeah.
right, on this ceiling.
Yeah, you can climb up there easily enough. There's places to dig your claws in between the brickwork.
But it's a sun on the ceiling here, right? Only the reflection in the water is a moon.
Yes.
Am I
Gotcha.
correct?
Yeah.
Right.
Sun and moon. Sun on the ceiling, moon in the pool.
Can I like poke the painting of the sun? See if anything happens?
Nothing happens. It's apart from a tiny little bit of paint chipping off of it.
Alright.
Ooh, I look down. Is there also a bit of paint chipped off the moon?
The moon still is accurately reflected. It's a full moon as well, complete circle. But
Interesting.
it's got like this light blue color, bit of a lunar glow to it. Looks very magical, mystique.
Well, how about moons are always good, right? I'll take a rope and I'll tie it around myself and I'll hand it to Torin
I'll take it.
and I will jump in the water.
Alright, Ryan jumps in, and that rope just severs. As soon as you jump in, Orion, you feel like you're falling, and you guys see him disappear down, and your rope is cut short by 10 feet, and you now hold in your hand, Torin, a severed rope.
Oh, this is no good.
That is not good at all.
What do you think? Should we go in?
On the count of 3?
Sure. Together?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
You
I
guys jump in, and you feel like you're falling down a bottomless well. And we'll come back to all you guys. Let's go over to Garrick now. So this is like a couple of minutes earlier. Garrick, which one of your backup characters did you decide to use? I'm just messing with you. No, actually,
Okay.
as you had jumped in that pool, Garrick, you find yourself actually surfacing in a pool. You just kind of rise up, and as if you're floating in the water. You look up to the ceiling, and you see a full moon carved.
Did I feel anything change, or just water and then I was here? Or...
You jumped in the pool, the other one. You felt like you're falling and completely immersed in water. Cold water. You could hear the rush, the sound of the bubbles, the water washing by you. And it's almost as if you were magically lifted up.
Okay.
You surfaced. And you're able to just kind of float in this pool, and you actually find your footing, and you can just stand up. You're only up to about your waist in this pool. So when you look up, you see a full moon carved on the ceiling directly above the pool, and the walls of this room are decorated with reliefs of the Omuan people carrying out daily chores As you look around you in the pool, you notice that you're amidst not the reflection of a moon carving, but rather a sun carving reflected in the pool.
Okay. Well, it's and the room is different, right? Yeah.
It's
So
yeah, same
I
size, but there is an exit. It's a door against the eastern wall.
okay. I get out of the pool, put my head under, and scream, "Come over, guys!"
You poke your head. You poke your head in the pool, and no one's down
Probably
there.
hit.
It's just like a
Okay.
hemispherical recess bowl, basically.
The walls, all normal walls, or anything strange?
I mean, they are actually carved. These ones have reliefs of Amuan people carrying out daily chores, similar to the ones in that hallway, that gallery that led up to the first pool room.
Any chores that aren't so normal?
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, that's gonna go so good. Ooh.
As you're studying all of these chores to see if there's anything out of the ordinary, all of a sudden, Orion rises up from the pool, and a moment later, so do Nim and Torin.
Hi guys. Took you long enough.
Well, it was a bit scary. We thought we lost you. And then there was an accident with a rope. But we're here now.
So one of you tried to jump into the water again and see if it goes the other way around too.
Well, that's a door, right?
Yeah, but there wasn't a door in the other room, so we have to get back somehow.
I mean, we just keep exploring. There was a door to get into the other room. This one probably continues on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will continue my investigation of the walls.
Yeah, as just as they were rising out of the pool, Garrett, you had actually noticed something a little bit unusual. These reliefs just show people washing their clothing down by a river with like a reed mat, hunting, cooking, cleaning with some palm fronds. And then there is this one Omuan, native Omuan. They are actually putting together pieces of a key, which is a bit unusual. Like the key is quite big as well. They can hold it in both hands.
The keys in the other temple were normal size, right?
Those keys, it looks similar, but they were just regular door keys, like one that you'd use to just open a door. This is like quite a big key. They've got like a loop in one hand and then a massive key part on the other in their other hand, and like pushing the two pieces together, forming just a giant key.
The size of the carving of the key, is that the same size as a normal key, or is it bigger? Or
it's big. It's like
because
like
the carving can't.
Compared to the actual little figurine, I mean the actual relief carving is small, but compared to in relative size to the person, it looks to be
Yeah,
half
I mean,
but
the actual size of the carving of the key, is that normal size, or
it's still pretty big. It's bigger than a normal key. The reliefs are fairly elaborate, covering the walls and carving. They're like not life size, but close to it.
okay?
Can
I?
Oh yeah.
Is it possible to take it off?
You I mean, it is a relief, so it's kind of carved into the wall.
But it's not.
Well, when you actually go to try and take it off, you realize that it's actually kind of sticking out of the wall a little bit, and
Compared to the rest?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Guys, I'm gonna try something.
Oof,
So-
sorry.
If-
Okay. What are you gonna try?
I'm gonna try to push this key.
Okay. It's over here in this this area, actually, in this corner.
Okay.
When you push it, immediately that section of the stone wall just it sinks away from you, and you hear a click and then a creak, and slowly a secret door opens in the corner of the room.
Where's Yazo when you need him? Okay, I will go first. Whoa.
You take a look around the corner, and you just peer down to this dark passage choked with dust and web. It's clear that no one's been through here in years.
So the Red Wizard haven't found this one, at least. Well.
Idea.
Oh.
Should I go first?
If you want to, I found an alcove. Is there something in the alcove?
Webs. Dust and cobwebs. Quite large cobwebs. And there's all husks of dead insects all over the floor. A couple of leaves and twigs and things like that.
Okay. Take out my sword and tap it along the wall and the ground in front of me. So see if there's any traps or anything like that. Since I don't have an 8-foot pole.
You tap the floor and you kind of strike away some of the web, and nothing happens.
Okay.
It's kind of dark, but you've got. I think someone has a light cantrip. I think Torrin has a light cantrip up. And you just kind of hold up your shield. It illuminates the.
I don't have a light cantrip. Sorry, I'm a paladin. I don't have cantrips.
I think someone.
How dare you?
I think someone had cast light.
I put one on him last time.
Yeah.
Oh right, I have one, but it's not mine. Yeah, that could be true.
You just see the light filtering through the webs, creating these crisscross patterns all over the dark room, and it's 10 feet wide, almost 10 feet tall, and it's dead silent in here.
I keep one eye on the ceiling. I don't like spiders.
There are a couple of small insects crawling around through the web.
Continue on to.
There's a couple of tiny little cracks in the walls and ceiling where they're moving in and out. And
Garrick, don't get too far. Remember, we got attacked when we separated a little bit.
Yeah. That's why I keep an eye on you guys. You get attacked all the time.
You take a look around the corner, and you actually see some hooks on the wall at a dead end. And there are 3 wooden bars resting on the hooks, stacked up, one atop another. And when you take a closer look, you notice that it's actually a door rather than just a wall.
Okay, so you can. It's like a secret door that you can open to the other side, because we didn't see anything on the other side, did we?
No, but yeah, it would go back around to the other side, and it's just got the 3 wooden bars blocking it.
Okay, I don't think we need to open it.
Can't hurt, right?
Yeah, but then somebody on the other side, if there's somebody there, right now, can attack us and so on. So we just know that's a way out. If we need it, we should examine the door first.
You want to go back to the door in the moon ceiling room?
Yeah, I think that's the best.
Fair enough.
I have no better plan, so great.
Okay.
Alright, you leave the wooden bars in the frame for now, knowing that you've got a way out, but it's secure. No one's going to sneak up behind you.
I wait for the rest of the group. Who feels lucky?
I do. I kick open the door.
Right,
of course.
Make an athletics
Lucky
check.
or not, here he comes.
We are in a temple. You don't kick in doors in a temple. Except
you do if
want
you're a
to go up there.
barbarian.
And you actually just break this ancient door straight off its hinges. You hear a loud bang as the stone slab slams straight down on the floor in front of you. A bit of dust is kicked up. And you step around the corner here and there's a red wizard.
Ah, good. Because if anyone was in here, they would have heard us by now.
Alright, I'll describe what you're seeing here. So there's a room down here, and there are actually torches illuminating it. The light washes over a floor mosaic. It shows two creatures locked in combat. A small bear with sharp claws, and a rabbit with a spiral horn on its forehead. In the middle of the room, there is a robed figure standing next to a waist-high pedestal, atop which rests a stone cube. The figure is bald and has one hand on the cube. It takes a moment to realize that the figure is a statue.
Oh. Careful, guys.
Is there
Any
any
ideas?
writing on the wall, or on the stone pedestal that's here?
No, it's just a pedestal. It looks much like the others that hold the puzzle cubes. It's about waist high. It's a rectangle made of stone. Puzzle cube rests on top. Red Wizard
the
has
statue
his
is-
hand on the cube.
Gotcha.
One hand
And-
on it.
And that's the statue.
Yeah. Red Wizard of Thay.
Torin, do you think you could make him not a statue if it was a person at some point?
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's magic that can, like, heal people, yeah? If that, like, was a person,
Yeah.
could you heal him so he is not that?
I think I could use some of my divine powers to heal or give him some hit points. Whatever.
Worth a try, I guess.
I'm actually not sure how much I used. I don't think I used any since my last long rest, right?
Don't know if you used any.
It doesn't say on my character sheet that I used them, so
Yeah,
probably not.
I think this was like the first encounter that you guys had today.
Right.
You don't look very healed.
Yeah.
How many torches did we hang up in the under the mosaics in the
The same
first-
number that are in this room. 8.
Huh.
These ones are wooden torches. They look like they've just been lit because none of the wood is burned down. And it's surprisingly not really that warm in this room. With 8
I'll
torches
go over-
burning, usually be quite hot, but not really.
I go over to one and I put my hand above the flame. If I can reach it.
It doesn't give off any heat.
So ever burning torches. Maybe.
If I'm not sure if my character would know this, but the hallway that we just passed, wouldn't it end up in this room in some sort? I think it's a bit
Think-
strange.
Maybe over here?
No, because
No, because
we had the alcoves here and here in the other, so the door has to be here.
right, it's behind the thing. Okay.
So I think the door goes to the entrance.
Or maybe this is a
Around
fake
it.
chamber.
Yes, that could be.
Maybe the secret one goes to the real one.
At this moment, the shield of faith go down.
Okay.
Okay, good.
you say
Anything,
that-
any text or anything in the room?
No, there's no inscription. There's just that relief of, Injin fighting over Laka. the
Anything
the
special
rabbit
about
with-
how they fight? Just
No.
normal fight? Or-
It makes sense according to the story that you'd heard from Orvex. Where is that story?
Obalaka the Zorbo and Ijin the Almiraj.
Yeah, Almiraj is like a rabbit with a conical horn on its head. So one morning, a wise Zorbo emerged from her hollow tree and spoke to the dying Amuans. To convince Ubtail of their worth, she decided to cook him a stew made from all their good qualities. Catching such virtues wouldn't be easy, so she asked the wily Almiraj to help her. The Almiraj snuck recklessness in the pot, which she saw as a virtue, and Ubtail spat out the stew when he tasted it. From that day on, they were terrible enemies. So you see them fighting here in this mosaic, which is here. It's just like a colorful series of different colored tiles that form together to make a picture. And yeah, the only inscription that you've seen is that one on the entrance. Obalaka teaches us to tread warily and stay in the light.
Stay in the light.
And this red wizard is stuck to the cube or something.
Yeah,
Right?
They've placed their hand on the cube, and they're a statue. It's a very, very detailed statue, and obviously,
Right.
red wizards of Thay. They're not something that would be revered in Omu. Like, they didn't carve this statue. It's pretty obvious that the red wizards got petrified when it's touched the puzzle cube.
So no touching the cube.
was-
I think we have to check the other secret door.
Yeah.
Well, it says stay in the light, right? And there's torches here, and there isn't any torches in that other room. So
Yeah, but we put torches there.
all right,
well,
I'll be
that-
honest.
we
They
could take
didn't fit
torch-
right. Do these one fit in the?
They look like they would fit much better. They have more of a stubby kind of handle. The ones that you guys had quite a thin handle.
Okay. You guys keep an eye on the guy and the. I'm gonna try to take one or two down of the torches.
Do you want to do with the torches?
Put them like. Who said something about putting them in the where we put the torches?
I don't know. I think just putting torches where we did lit these ones, right?
Yeah.
And I'll be honest.
Could
I
be.
think that I'm a reckless person, and my gut is screaming to throw a dagger at that puzzle cube. So maybe, like, if we're supposed to not be reckless, let's just go check the other thing and leave this stuff alone. Let's be careful.
Not take the
Right.
torches.
Yeah, just leave it. Let's go check the other door. Let's
Yeah.
confirm it goes to the entrance, and then we
Okay.
can go from there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Because if it goes to the entrance, I think the torches are the answer. Because they have a path directly to the entrance, which means we should do something at the entrance.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, you guys double back down the dusty hallway. And you follow it down. At the end, you've got those brackets with the 3 wooden bars blocking it. You take the wooden bars off, and you can open the door easily. Just as you suspected, it leads back to the entrance.
I kind of want to check the moon place for hidden doorways, or the sun ceiling room for hidden doors.
We checked that one.
Did we? But now that
Yeah.
we know there's a key, let's just give another check.
Okay.
I just suspect if there's one secret door on one side, maybe we just missed it the first time.
You head down this hallway, and it's quite
I
smoky
will-
with all your torches burning here, and it's a little bit hard to breathe, and it's very hot.
Okay. I put out half of the torches and start taking them down.
Good call.
I thought everyone on one side.
Stomp them out.
Are we going to take the water entrance, or are we going back through the secret door?
Secret door.
Yeah.
Don't need to be wet again.
Can I take a look around
Did you
for
find anything?
keys or anything that are similar to the secret door that Garrick found?
The walls
I'll
of
help
this room are blank.
Gotcha.
There's no
Alright.
reliefs on the walls. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back then.
Yeah, let's see if the torches putting out the torches changed anything.
Okay, then take out the rest of the torches before we go. See if it changes anything in the other room.
No, don't take them all out.
Yeah, just
Yeah, we have to, or else
No,
we.
4. Do 4 and see what happens.
Yeah, we can always come back.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you guys double back around through the secret door around to the moon room, and
Nothing changed, or
no,
has anything
all
changed?
8 torches are still here burning, and none of the wood has burnt down at all. Magical flames there. Don't seem to burn the torches down, and they don't let off any heat, but they very much look like a regular torch over the orange flickering flame.
Okay, I tried to take one out.
Okay, it's all yours.
It's still burning.
Yeah.
Everybody take 2.
Let's try it. Not sure what's gonna happen, but okay. I'll take 2.
Yeah, me too.
I got these 2.
Alright, you'll take 2 torches off the wall.
Now let's go back to that hallway and see if they fit.
Alright, you have 1 torch in each hand, each of you. Total 8 torches. I'll move them for you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, you head back around, pushing through some web as you go.
Don't burn rabbit magical torches that don't burn.
Alright, start filling these sconces with torches. 1 there. 1 there.
Somebody keep an eye on the water if anything changes there.
1 there. 1 there. And
I'll go there and first put my torches in, and then go to the moon room.
Okay.
Thing, the water room.
so you're taking out the other 4 torches, I'm guessing. And
Taking them out and putting in the magical ones.
Alright, you've replaced all the torches with these magical ones now. And
Back.
there's nothing discernible that happens. Apart from the fact
secret
that
room?
it's a lot easier to breathe in this hallway now, and it's a hell of a lot less stifling.
Okay.
You also note that without the secret door, how would have you have got the torches to the hallway? You would have had to go
Because of the
through
water.
Water. They would have got extinguished.
We're smart. We're smart people.
Does water extinguish magical torches?
I look into the water. Do I see anything different?
No, it still has that opposite reflection. Sun and
Well,
moon.
Garrett,
And
the
the
water
and
did
the
teleport
statue
us.
is still a statue.
Yep, it's still a statue. Nothing in this room has changed except for the fact there's no torches now.
Should we take out his head before we move on?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
The
But-
head?
but
Who's
Imagine
that?
if we rescue this red wizard. Wouldn't they be nice to us? Wouldn't that be a nice ally to have?
I don't think so, because we have to take the tablet from the red wizard anyway.
I'll join you guys in the room.
Yeah. I sent you a message. Come over.
I will pull out
But
my sword and I will poke the statue of the Red Wizard.
But it's now dark in here, right?
Well, not right now.
It is.
Torian has light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have light cast on me, but I mean, it's stay in light, guys. Is this smart?
No one's ever accused us of being intelligent.
True.
Ubelaka teaches us to tread warily and stay in the light. Teaches us, as in teaches the Omuan people.
Right.
This is never a reference to you guys.
Huh.
Should I try to take the... I don't know. I'm kind of scared of becoming a statue, but...
When you poke the Red Wizard, it's just like solid stone.
I will physically push him, try to topple him over.
It's way too heavy.
Gotcha. I'll use my sword to poke at the puzzle cube itself.
The puzzle cube is pretty light, and it shifts a little bit on the pedestal.
Ooh, that's so tempting.
Do I know if lesser restoration would undo the thing?
No.
Does the wizard have anything on him?
Greater restoration. So he does. He everything is stone for starters, but he has a leather pouch that's attached to his waist. Is
that stone too?
Yeah, everything is stone.
Okay.
And he also has what looks like some sort of iron rod tucked into his belt as well. It's all stone. Everything that he was carrying or holding was petrified.
Can you depetrify an object?
If if you're petrified, usually everything you're wearing and carrying is petrified with you, and then if you restore someone, same thing. So the rod itself, it looks pretty fancy. It has it's like the head of a horse with two horns jutting out of its head like a bull, and has its forelegs kind of reared up. Both ends
Here's
of the
an idea.
rod are the same.
Would a magical item also be petrified?
Yeah, it would. Magic items are just more resilient than regular items. They're not by any means indestructible.
Here's an idea, right? If we hadn't found the secret passageway, we couldn't have brought the torches out. Now that they're out, we have the option of making this place completely dark, which is something that the Omuans wouldn't have done. Like, this god teaches them not to have darkness, I guess. Want to try just not having light in here and see what happens?
Okay, I extinguish Torian's light.
Oh, it's dark.
You plunge yourselves into complete darkness, and you don't notice any change of anything.
So,
Okay. I go over and try to take the puzzle.
Oof.
Alright, Gary.
Push me away if something happens.
You place your hand on the
Dark, I
puzzle
don't
cube
see a stick.
and make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
As you brace. And it was just it was all in your head. It was just a placebo. Nothing happened. You have the puzzle cube in your hand.
Oh, you bastard!
It's all in your head. You now have Oberlucker's puzzle cube.
Wow.
Okay, so that's the third one in my backpack. Wanna take the
4.
wizard with us and de-stonify him and then kill him and take his items?
No, I actually just want to take his items from him. I don't actually want to bring the wizard with us.
Yeah, but the items are stone and we can't.
Yeah, but we can, if we, at some point, we can figure out how to de-stone them. We don't want to be carrying a wizard around with us, right?
Yeah, but you can't de-stone an item. You can just de-stone the wizard.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. They are probably connected as one stone figure, right? I can't see it right now because it's dark, but
Sorry. I put light on Thorin. I go over and put that light on his shield again.
Okay, the room's illuminated again.
So you're saying if we shatter him into pieces and then take the stone magic item, we couldn't then later... I don't know magic, I'm sorry. We couldn't then unstone that item?
With an Arcana check of 18, do I know what I need to do to de-stonify somebody?
It's a greater restoration, and you feel like these items would not be attainable while he's petrified. And basically, if you break anything, then and it reverts, well, it reverts in that same fashion. So you destroy basically whatever you chip off, including his head.
How about
he would
we
would
leave
come
him
back
here?
to life with no head.
Let's leave him here then.
Greater restoration. It's a 5th level spell. It removes petrification.
Okay. Let's first go out and take all the torches. I put my backpack outside. And then take all the torches back into the room.
Why?
And close the secret door.
Okay.
And take the water back if we can. One of us close the secret door and take the water back if we can.
Well, the water was there when we got here.
Yeah, but if we close the secret door from the inside, the red wizard won't know that you resolved this one and may try to find out what happened.
Well, the red wizards have obviously been here, right?
Yeah, but they could come back.
We have a cube. We can close the door. That's fine. I'm good with that.
Okay, so you reset everything to make it look like no one's been here.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Sure. Do we have a stone or something that looks like the tablet broken?
Oh, you want to go hardcore?
Yeah, I want to go hardcore.
All right. I mean, we're kind of in time crunch. We don't have time to carve a new puzzle.
No, not carve. Just break a stone broken and put the pieces on the pedestal.
There's also another little problem. I see someone opened the door with quite a lot of force, so there's a wall now.
Yeah, but what if we leave a broken stones on the pedestal? They think the tablet is broken.
I'll pick up the door and gently kind of angle it so it's kind of leaning against part of the door frame. Perfect.
Anyway, we maximum use a half an hour to set up the room.
Okay.
And then one of us closes the secret door and goes back via the water if they can.
Bits of rock all over the ground. You can kind of just put some pieces up on the pedestal. Okay. All right. You guys reset everything, and you try to make it look like you didn't enter here at all, including being. Well, let's see how thorough you guys are. Give me a group survival check. You also need to cover your tracks where possible. Muddy boot prints and whatnot.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. Alright, guys, do your best effort using 30 minutes to try and set this up to make it look like no one's been
I think my problem is that I have this shield that I need to have close to me to be able to see the things I do, so that makes me a bit clumsy, probably.
Anyway, we did our best, so
Alright.
it's probably gonna
the red wizards are scouring these shrines, you may have thrown them off.
Yeah.
Bought you some more
May or
time.
may not.
So, still fairly early in the day. You can cross off that shrine. It's being explored now.
Woohoo!
As you step out from this shrine, you notice something very ominous. Lying
That's
on
not
the
good.
ground is some pieces of armor, just right here on the ground. Wait, where's Orion on this map?
Where am I? Guys, I'm the armor. Help me.
Let's put Orion on. Must have got lost somewhere. It's
I am massive. Okay.
it's Yazo's armor. It's his mithril half plate. Just sitting on the ground.
I just remembered that the shield that someone cast light on is lost, right? Because someone it got destroyed last time.
Yeah, that shield got ripped into pieces.
Just forgot about that.
Yeah.
Can use the mithril armor as shield.
Use the
Where's
mithril armor
Yazo?
as a shield for your body. Oh wait, that's just armor. So yeah,
does
like
that-
it wasn't here a moment ago when you guys had entered, and now it's just ominously on the ground. Last that you know, Yazo and Millhouse went out hunting, according to Bag of Nails. And now that those pieces of armor, like someone's put it there for you guys to find.
That is creepy. Unless anybody
Like
wants it, I'll just put it in my bag.
Well, I have a chainmail, so I'm not sure if this would be better for me.
Yazo's also a short dude. I don't know if it'd fit you.
Right. that might be the case, yeah.
Ryan can
I could use it too,
hold on to
but
it.
it's too small.
It's flexible, very very flexible. It'll fit onto someone else. It can like expand pretty easily.
Well, I will get less armor if I put it on.
Torn, you want this for armor?
I'm not sure. I have a chainmail. Do I know if this will improve my armor or not?
Do you have dex bonus or don't you have a dex
Nope.
bonus?
No dex bonus.
Yeah, then it's worse.
Yeah, I think chainmail's was
Right.
like 16 AC, and then half
Yeah,
plate's
right.
15.
Half plate is 15 plus dex max 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I won't wear it. Sorry.
If nobody has any objections, I can put it on.
If
You,
you
you
can
are a
use that.
barbarian, right?
Yeah.
Can you use that?
Isn't it for barbarians better not to wear armor because they can add their constitution to their armor class?
Yeah, but if we're gonna get mechanical, I have a mod of 3 in both Dex and Con, which gives me an AC of 18 wearing a shield. If I use this, I have the Dex bonus, which would give me
You
a
get
19
19. Okay.
using
Right.
a shield.
Sure.
It doesn't
Do
take
it.
very
Can you-
long to put on.
But can you get the disadvantage for stealth?
It's mithril, my
Not
friend.
with mithril yet. It's like
Okay.
it's like it weighs about as much as plastic, but it's as hard as
Okay.
steel. And
Then it's
Ryan, you still don't live down the.
But
from
what you
Thornhill.
said he wasn't alone. He was with Yasu, and we have to find them.
He was with Millhouse. Yeah.
Any drag max north?
You can make a survival check to look for tracks.
That's
Yeah,
gonna go.
Let's do that. Oh well, I won't help.
Oh, I said I
Strangely,
was looking.
all you find is a single set of human, it looks like, footprints next to the armor. And then leading away from the armor is what looks like grass that's been kind of pushed down from like a snake, slithering around, leading north.
Nim, did you do this?
Nope.
It was you. You turned into a snake and kidnapped Yaza.
Yeah, well, I've been inside the shrine with all y'all at the same time.
Oh, that's a good point.
Can't you split yourself in two?
That's what they want you to do.
No.
That's what you want them to do.
Not that I
Nim?
know how to do.
Nim is Asarak in disguise.
Yeah. And maybe he's long enough when he's a snake to be in two places at the same time.
I know a spell, a clone spell.
I don't.
The party of 8 intelligence tries to figure
The
this out.
paranoia is setting in.
Let's get
Well-
Let's go north and check it out.
Well, before we do that, do you mind if I climb up this cliff real quick and try to get a good view of the city?
You
Right,
really
you
want to
want
try that?
to do
It
that.
didn't go so good last time.
Yeah, have fun with those gargoyles.
Well, I can go a little bit up and see if I can get a little better view.
Okay.
Try to. climb
I
this.
follow him 50 to 100 meters below him.
You you can
I'll keep an eye on him.
yeah, all stand by the bottom of the cliff. Orion, you've got a climbing speed, so you can just climb up without any ability check needed. And sure enough, there are these ominous-looking gargoyles staring down at you. You see them perched at the top of the cliffside. The cliff's about it's only about 100 feet high where you are here. And what's the plan? Climb all the way to the top?
I want to
Come on.
climb about 50 feet up and then see if the gargoyles activate. And if they do, I'll go back down. But if not, then I will kind of slowly, keeping my eyes on them, climb up.
Alright, you take a look at the top of the cliff top, and you just see some thick jungle hugging it, some ferns, some orchids, some moss spilling over the edges. And sure enough, when you look south, when you look to the north and kind of almost directly above you, you do see gargoyles. They're spaced about every 100 feet. And they turn their heads towards you and start to look down at you as you climb. Only 3 of them do. The closest 100 feet gargoyles. The ones further away don't really seem to animate or pay you any attention. They're draped in vines. They stare down at you. They have the face of a devil, their mouth agape in a silent scream.
Can we see how big they are about?
They're medium-sized. Standing up, you feel like they'd probably be about 5 feet tall. And they're kind of similar to this. They look more like the ones on the landing page in terms of their face, but their bodies are the same. Sharp claws. And all of a sudden, I presume that Orion's climbed the cliff. Garrick, Torrin, and Nim are down by the base of the cliff.
I said I follow him about
wanna climb
100
as
feet
well?
below. Yeah.
The cliff's only about 100 feet high at this
Okay.
location. If you want to try and
Okay.
climb, you'll need to make an athletics check. It looks it's pretty difficult to climb.
How far can I cast Featherfall?
I think it has a range of 60 feet. But I could be wrong.
Let's see. Oh,
While climbing, could I
60.
lend him the help action? Is that possible?
No,
Yeah,
if it's 60 feet, I can stand on the ground and give you Featherfall when you reach.
I'm saying, but
60.
if you want to climb up with me, I could help you climb if you wanted.
No, I want to be ready to cast spells.
Okay.
Alright, when you're about 50 feet up the cliff, Orion, just like last time, the gargoyle leap off the tops of the cliff and they start to fly down at you. We'll roll initiative. We'll just use this map. Gargoyles are all currently 100 feet above those on the ground. And you look up and they're flying down towards Orion. What do you do, Torrin?
Good question. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
I
not
think-
lost.
I think I will get ready for a battle and create my sacred weapon for my action.
Okay. Massive explosion of radiant energy surrounds your blade.
And I want to yell at him, "Come back down! It's not worth it."
Let's kill him. We can get a great view of the city if we kill him.
Oh no.
Okay. Nim.
We're not outfitted for this. I'm gonna go by Torin and I'm gonna tap him with a cure wounds because he's not looking too well.
Yep, true.
There you go. I also can't do anything that
Thank
high
you.
up, so I'm just gonna camp.
Garrett.
Well, I light up my sword and shoot a firebolt from the tip of the blade.
Which one do you want to hit?
The closest one to Orion.
Okay.
I don't know which one that is.
That'll be the middle one. That's
Okay.
a hit. The firebolt just whizzes straight up, slams into the gargoyle, and despite it looking like it's made of stone, it actually kind of bleeds like mud. A bit of mud splashes out, a little bit of dirt, and a few rocks fall down onto the ground and taking a chip out of it.
I wanna say they don't look so tough, but I keep my mouth shut.
They seem reasonably resilient. Alright, Ryan, you're up.
I'll use an action to stow my shield away. And then I want to move back down the cliff, but I want to. I don't know if I can do this without using an action, but I kind of want to like bait them to come after me.
Your movement
more for
speed
flavor, I
is
guess.
40 feet, right?
Yeah.
So you can climb down another 20 feet, and you'll be 30 feet above the ground.
Well, I can just move 40 feet down, right?
What's
Yeah,
your
but
climbing
then you're gonna
speed?
lose them.
My walking speed.
Oh, if it's your walking speed, then yeah, you have a climbing speed of 40 feet.
I can drop that in chat if you want.
You tell me what you want to do. You want to climb down?
I'll just climb 40 feet down.
Okay. You climb down, and you're down on the ground. Almost. Alright, the gargoyles, they just fly back and they just perch back where they were. That's the end of the encounter. You can't see them from the bottom of the cliff.
Okay.
Darn.
They've
gonna
become
shoot 'em with
inanimate
arrows.
again. They don't fly down to try and chase you or anything like that. They seem to only be guarding the cliffs.
And we can I get a line of sight on them with a bow, maybe?
No, they have total cover from the ground.
Guys, I want to kill those gargoyles.
You know, there's loads of them. I think if even if we would kill these three, others would take their place.
Well, but if we killed these three, and if we didn't see any others animate, if we killed these three and got up there, think of the view we would have of the city. We could probably just pick out the shrines. We
He
would
has
have
a
to
point.
just search randomly.
He has a point.
Right, but I mean, we found the shrines anyway, so
We could find them faster than the wizards.
true. But I think it's a big risk, and it also consumes a lot of time.
Well, you already made your sword all glowy. You're ready for a fight, yeah?
Fair point. Just for 1 minute though, so we have to be quick then.
Great. I'll climb back up the cliff.
Okay. You climb back up, and I think your sword only lasts for 1 minute, doesn't it, Torrin?
Yes, it does. So probably it's already gone
Yeah.
while talking, right?
It would expire already. Alright, you climb back up, Orion, and you get 50 feet up. And when you're halfway, that's when the gargoyles leap up off their precipices and begin to swoop down at you. Let's roll initiative again.
The one I hit, is it still hurt?
It is. Still looks damaged. Hasn't regenerated. Alright, Orion.
I'll climb another 40 feet up.
Alright, you climb up and you're pretty much at the top with 90 feet. You're still a little bit out of the gargoyle's reach.
How close am I to the gargoyle?
Gargoyle is 10 feet above you.
I'll rage and grow my super immersive werewolf tail.
Okay.
I will recklessly attack it.
Miss. Gargoyle dodges. And the tail bounces off the gargoyle with the second attack. Miss. It's got quite a tough natural armor. This gargoyle screeches down, flying next to you at the same level on the cliff. It hisses at you, and it starts trying to rip into you with its claws. It misses you. It tries to take a bite out of you, and it chomps you for 2 piercing damage. Garrick.
Well, it worked last time, so I'm gonna go with the same firebolt for my sword.
Hit.
Exactly the same numbers.
Exactly the same. The firebolt slams into the gargoyle, takes off another decent sized chunk, and it's looking a little bit damaged now.
Okay. I will go a bit closer to the wall and stop there.
This gargoyle flies down next to you, Orion, at the same level, and it hisses while trying to tear into you. It tries to bite you with its fangs. It misses. It tries to claw into you with its long, stony claws. And that's a miss. You dodge out of the way. Torrin.
So I think this is it's not good to climb up for me because I will have to fight on this very steep hill. So I'll take out my crossbow and I'll shoot at the closest gargoyle, or the one that has been hit, maybe, if I can reach it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Ooh.
Crit. The crossbow bolt hits the gargoyle in the head, and it doesn't seem to really do that much damage to it. It resists, but the 5 piercing damage.
I would like to smite.
It's only melee attacks.
Oh, that's only me.
Yeah.
Attacks. Okay,
That would
sorry.
be
I
so
haven't
cool.
been a paladin before. I'm sorry.
That would be cool.
That
mean,
would
it was
be
a crit.
great.
You do hear a whisper in your ear anyway, just saying,
You know what?
"Smite. Remember your tenants."
Smite. Right. Okay.
Alright, it actually rips off a big chunk of the gargoyle's face, and mud drips down everywhere, and it's looking damaged now, like bloody.
Right. Well, that's all I can do from down here. So I get. Wait, maybe there's this bonus action I think I can do, right? Would that shield of fate do me any good now?
What's the range of Shield of Fate?
60 feet. Can I? Is Orion 60 feet up?
It's 90.
90. So I would
You
need
can
to
you
move.
can climb 50 now, but that's not enough.
I cannot climb 50. I use my
15.
action. Oh, 15. No, that's not enough. No, I end my turn.
Alright, the damaged gargoyle, it swoops out of your reach, Orion, and swoops straight down and underneath you.
Does it provoke?
It does. That hits. You swing the
And
tail.
my natural weapons are considered magical as well.
Okay, that breaks through the gargoyle quite a lot. As the gargoyle goads you like that, it attempts to grab onto that tail of yours. And it's basically effectively trying to grab you and just rip you off the cliff. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
At advantage, I'm hoping.
Yeah. Ooh. It grabs you and it almost pulls you off, and then you just kick it back and you don't go anywhere. Nim.
I can't reach none of this. I'm just gonna get as close to the cliff face as possible, and I will ready ice knife if any of them come within 60 feet of me.
All right. So you if you ready a spell, you're gonna lose the spell slot whether you get to cast it or not.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm just doing level 1.
Okay. All right. You cast ice knife, and just before you release it, you hold it with concentration, and if it comes within 60 feet, you'll unleash it on the gargoyle.
I'm good with that.
Orion.
I'll recklessly attack the injured one.
Miss.
Come on.
That hits. It just glances the gargoyle ever so slightly, taking off a small chip of stone.
Not going great here, guys. And then as a bonus action, I'll shift as well.
This gargoyle continues trying to rip into you with its claws. And whoosh, it hits you for 3 slashing damage. It tries to bite you. And it misses you. Its stony fang snaps an inch away from you. Garrick.
Well, I will try to take out the hurt one. So I will line up my sword and go for the firebolt.
That hits. And pff, it's an explosion like a firework. It breaks into pieces of stone with trails of mud dripping down, and all of that just gets cast along the cliff and sinks into the jungle terrain.
Hooray!
Taking it out.
And then I say to them, "Go apeshit on them! Go apeshit!" And that's me.
These other gargoyles, meanwhile, are just trying to rip into Orion with claws. That hits for 1 slashing damage. And with fangs. Misses. It bites onto your new... Oh no. What's your AC? 17?
Right now it's 17 because I took off my shield.
Alright, you're bit for 3 piercing damage. Torrent.
So I have one little question. I have this spell called Magic Weapon. I can touch a non-magical weapon and make it magical. If I do that on a heavy crossbow, would that mean that also the bolts are magical?
Yeah.
Or
A magic weapon fires magic
is it
ammunition.
entire thing magical? Okay, right, cool. Then I want to do that as a bonus action.
Nice.
And
The
then I
crossbow
will-
that you're holding, it takes on like a light blue glow.
And then I'll try to shoot. Is there anyone more hurt than the other? I don't think so, right?
No, they haven't been damaged.
Closest one to Orion.
Okay.
Okay.
The
Well,
bolt-
it is magic.
It yeah, the bolt does come out with that same kind of light blue glow, but it misses the gargoyle with an 11.
Magical miss. Okay. Turn.
I think you get a +1 to that attack too, but not that
Yeah,
it matters.
but
Yeah, that's what I was.
No.
Oh, right, yeah. Because it's magical. So an 11.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, Nim. The gargoyles don't look like they're coming down, and unfortunately, you lose the ice knife.
And spell has gone down 1. Marked it. Bring them down here. Goodness.
You could turn to a spider and come up and join me.
Don't have a spider. Ain't gonna
Fair
do
enough.
much damage anyway. I have a monkey. Still not gonna do that much damage.
Gorilla?
Don't have it. It's a baboon.
Oh.
Yeah. So I shall just
You could make
hold
a
myself in
range-
defensives.
You can
I,
make a
Zombie
range
I
gorilla.
attack.
throw my dagger, but it's not far enough.
Do you have a sling?
I don't have
Oh.
one.
Oh.
I'm more built for wild shaping. And all my spells I need, I don't have prepared today because I wasn't expecting far range. So I will just stay in the defensive, just in case anything comes down here. So I'll take dodge as my action.
Okay. Orion.
Don't worry, I got this. I'll attack the northern one recklessly.
Crit. You swing that tail and smash it straight in to the gargoyle. For 16 points of damage, it breaks off a big chunk of its wing. And you whip your tail into it again, hitting it in the torso. More cracks appear in its form and mud drips out of those cracks. It's looking almost bloody.
And can I move 5 feet up so I don't provoke from them, but I'm closer to the top?
Sure. You're 95 feet up now. You can pretty much reach up and grab the top of the cliff. Alright, the gargoyle flies up just to meet your elevation and keeps on tearing into you. It tries to claw at you. And it crits you. It claws you across the face for 4 points of slashing damage. It then tries to sink its stony fangs into your arm. And bites you for another 2 piercing. Garrick.
Well, it has worked 2 times. 3 times is a charm.
That hits. I'm guessing you're attacking this one. The
No, I
firebolt-
take the one that's lower.
Yeah. The firebolt slams into it, and more big piece of mud and dirt break off of it. It's looking like it's starting to crack apart. Despite having being attacked from below, it seems to only be focusing on attacking Orion, trying to stop him from climbing the cliff. It claws for 3 damage. And it bites you on the face for 5 piercing damage. Torrent.
Well, I will try again. Nope.
And the bolt just gets lost. Disappears above the cliff somewhere.
M crossbow.
Yep. Yeah, magical crossbow. The M thing. Otherwise, I won't know which one is which. Anyway, I don't have anything else I can do, so end of turn.
Yeah.
I'm just staying on the defensive. That's not my fight. Can't do it.
Orion.
Reckless on the north one.
You slap the tail into the gargoyle. More big chunks are broken off of it. It's almost destroyed. But
Darn it.
It dodges out of the way of that.
Did this one also move up to meet me?
Yeah.
Then I'll move another 5 feet and go to the top of the cliff.
Not good idea.
Oh. Well, I guess I can't hear that, and I'll do that. I'll pull myself
You
up.
could hear each other. You're only 100 feet away.
Why is it a bad idea?
They get cover.
Fair enough. I guess I'll stay where I am.
The gargoyle sees you advancing towards the top of the cliff and flies up, perching on the cliff in the space above you, Orion, and claws down at you. and it hits you for 3 slashing damage. And then it tries to bite you on the hand, and it chomps into your hand for 3 piercing damage. Garrick.
Well, I take the one that doesn't have cover.
It's looking like it's almost destroyed. The firebolt hits it, and more arcs of mud and dirt flow out from the gargoyles. It's just like a little explosion in the air.
I take 2 steps away so that it doesn't hit me. And then, yeah.
Torrin.
Well, third time is a charm as well here, I hope. But then for hitting. Nope.
And the gargoyle's got half cover now. You're trying to get a shot and you miss.
This distance fighting is not my thing, guys. End of turn.
Yeah.
Just chilling defensively. Not much else I can do.
Or Nim.
Orion.
I'll pull myself up and then kind of circle around him so he is between me and the cliffs.
The gargoyle looks at you in disgust when you pull yourself off. What the fuck? It says. Gargoyle.
Push him off the cliff! Push him off the cliff!
Alright,
He
you're
has
up
wings.
on the cliff now.
And then I'll attack him twice recklessly.
You got your feet on the ground. You see gargoyles a couple of 100 feet away from you, north and south, but they don't react. And you do actually have this astonishing view of Omu.
Paint a mental picture quickly.
I'm just gonna kill this one.
That's good too.
Here's 2 attacks. Hope they're good. Recklessly, of course.
And that is good. You spin around and just smash your tail into the gargoyle's side, taking off a big chunk of mud and rock. And again, you slap the tail through the gargoyle's arm. It's again hurt. It claws and bites back at you. It bites you for 1 piercing damage. And then it slashes into you for another 4 points of damage. Garrick.
Do I even see it?
It's still got half cover. It didn't move out of view
Okay.
completely.
I will try.
Doesn't have the insight to do that.
I think I hit the wall.
Your sword's getting a bit too hot there, Garrick, and it just smoke comes out. Yeah, you hit the wall.
For 18.
The wall takes 18 points of damage, and it destroys the entire cliff.
Right. Is it possible for me to walk back a bit and see the gargoyle better, or
It'll still
try that.
have half cover. There's
okay?
a few vines and moss and
Right. I'll get
tufts
the
of
best
grass.
vantage point I can find,
I'm an
which is
idiot.
still not very good. And then I will try a 4th time.
You can do it, Torrin. Hit.
Yeah, finally.
Max damage.
So the first one didn't work, so I clicked it twice. But it's only the first one.
Alright, 9 damage. That smashes into the gargoyle's neck and rips off a big chunk. It's looking pretty damaged, and the magic weapon overcomes its resistance.
Cool. I'm very happy, and end my turn.
Nim.
Just gonna chill. Defensively.
You're very helpful today.
Orion.
You'll say that when we need water.
And heating.
Reckless 2 attacks.
Miss. The gargoyle dodges out of the way. And that hits. It tries to block your tail with its arms, and you just break one of its arms straight off. Mud drips down onto the floor, and it's almost destroyed. With its good arm, it claws at you, and it misses. And then it jumps on you and tries to sink its fangs into you, and you just push it back. So it flutters around in a flurry of mud and rock. Garrick.
Okay, we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. I put down my sword, stretch out my hand, and
Hit.
There you go.
Nice.
old version.
And the
That's always
gargoyle is
better.
wiped out as that firebolt collides with it and just absolutely destroys it.
Whoop, whoop.
And
Good job.
while I do that, I say, stupid Garrick. Gargoyles and shatter. Gargoyles shatter.
Despite
Not
them
helpful.
being very stony in appearance, they actually didn't really they didn't look stony. It's more like
Okay.
it's more like organic, very fleshy.
So no shatter on gargoyles.
You didn't.
Do you see anything, Orion?
No, I'm completely blind. I see nothing.
Okay.
I climb
Well,
up.
that was a
I
waste.
don't know, I try to climb up.
All right. No,
I
he
want
does,
to see this nothing.
He does see something. So, you from where you're standing, Orion, you've got quite a view. It's still kind of foggy, but you can see out to the north this circular wall that looks quite grand, and you can see all the surrounding cliffs, and I'll uncover as much as the map as I can that will be relative to what you're seeing. You could also just kind of make a little map yourself as well. It'll take a little bit of time to do that, but you've got a fairly broad view from here, from where you're standing, and that's pretty much what you see. So there's like a very grand palace over here.
Alright, do you see any shrines?
Excellent question.
What
Come up there.
You actually see something, Orion, and it's not a shrine. It's a Red Wizard of Thay with some skeletons and some Cholton guides, and they come up from behind the party.
What's up?
What?
Look behind you.
I look at me.
You look behind, and there is a red wizard standing about 60 feet away from you near some ruins. They're accompanied by 4 skeletons, who the skeletons are kind of lined up behind the red wizard. Straight away you see these red robes, bald tattooed head, and standing about 10 feet in front of the wizard are these 2 Cholton guards. The guards are armed
Are
with
they
spears, and the skeletons are armed with short bows.
Neither of them have a shield.
The guards, yeah, they have these wooden shields.
Cool.
All right, so this is that cliff up here, Orion, that you're on. So let me just give you guys the experience for the previous encounter. It's 374. So these
Not enough.
this red wizard of Thay, they look at you all, and they notice the fighting. They notice you guys, and the red wizard smiles. Why, hello there. Fancy running into other adventurers?
Well, I carefully pick up my sword and let my hand glow. with the held firebolt.
Don't worry. You won't be needing your weapon. Hopefully.
That's what the gargoyle said.
You seem to have
Didn't say anything. Oh wait, sorry.
just come from that shrine. Points to the shrine, just kind of like to the north of you guys a bit.
No, we just came from the cliff.
Oh, only he is up the cliff, but we were trying to get up the cliff.
Did he say that we needed weapons?
No, he said we didn't.
You'll see.
You can stay there or come down here. Whatever you want.
My scouts have already seen you coming out of the shrine. So let's not play games here.
Oh, you mean that building? Is that a shrine?
Do not play coy with me. I have been in contact with Zagmira and the others. You are the ones that have been plundering the shrines. I have gone to 2 other shrines today and all of the traps were sprung. The puzzle cube was missing. I know you have it. So, this is how this is going to work. You will give me the puzzle cube, or you will die. That's as simple as that. I have the power to kill you all with a powerful spell, and I will not hesitate to have my skeletons shoot down your friend atop the cliff. Place the puzzle cube on the ground, all of them, and walk away. Walk 60 feet away from the puzzle cube. My guards will inspect to make sure the integrity of the cubes, and then you'll be allowed to leave with your lives. I suggest at that point you leave Omu for good. I am being very generous.
I turn away halfway to towards Torin and Nim, and turn my back on the wizard and the others, and whisper to Orion: are there any big rocks or rock formation directly
Orion's
above us?
100 feet above you. You couldn't whisper to him.
Message.
Alright, so
That's
you're
100
casting
feet.
a message.
Yeah, well, I'm with my back turned, trying to avoid.
The red wizard, you can make a stealth check to try and do that stealthily, Garrick. Red wizard's watching you, and
I will try.
it's watching you pretty intently.
Is 17 enough to do
You're not
stuff?
sure. No, it's
Or did I just?
depends on what the red wizard is looking at, what they got on their perception. But you'll know if the red wizard doesn't like that, because you'll probably get attacked.
Yeah.
So you cast message.
Yeah, and send to Orion if there's any big rock formation that he can throw down exactly on us, down where we are. Not that he should throw them now, just if there are any.
So what are you sending to me?
Are there any big rocks that you could throw down?
There's not really any big rocks. It's more just like thick jungle, some ferns, some orchids, and some moss. It's very green, not very rocky.
Damn it.
I'll say, I think I get a response, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll say, no, but I have a quiver full of arrows I'm going to send down at him.
I'll cast a spell so you can see how it works. There we go.
Okay.
So yeah, points his finger towards you and whispers, and you can hear it and reply in a whisper that only they can hear.
Then I will whisper, no rocks, but a quiver full of arrows that I'm going to shoot at him. I'll attack when you're ready.
That plan doesn't work.
Asbar says, you are testing my patience. It's quite obvious you're not putting the puzzle cubes down. So,
I don't have them with me.
well, we'll soon find that out. And then they attack.
At that moment, I released the firebolt spell.
But when you can't ready an action outside of combat. Otherwise, it just combat doesn't work.
Okay.
The Red Wizard releases their spell as well. Initiative decides who acts first.
Okay.
Alrighty, they the guards draw spears, the skeletons knock arrows, and the Red Wizard begins whispering an incantation. The Cholton guard runs up and throws their spear at Nim. The spear misses. Orion.
With my longbow, I will. My character sheet is being strange. Sorry, Seb. My character sheet seems like just to like the name Orion is on like the screen, but not my character sheet.
Close it and reopen the sheet. Does that work?
Well, there's no like X or anything. It's just like a tab or something.
You should
Double click on it.
reload your page, maybe.
Yeah. I'm going to shoot once it gets ready. I'm going to shoot 2 longbow arrows at the Red Wizard.
Okay.
Alright, guys, give me 1 second.
Up at you.
I give him a jaunty wave and hopefully fill him with arrows. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second.
Okay, no problem. It happens.
If you just have a white bar, it's probably just made it small. With the
Yeah.
name on it. You just double click on it.
Sorry, Seb. Oh, here we go.
Sorry, I was gonna say you could just roll it manually as well.
Yeah. Here we go.
Load it up, yeah.
Boom.
The arrow is a direct hit. It glances the Red Wizard. He widens his eyes and looks down, and you sink another arrow into him, and he cries out in pain. "You fool!" he yells out. "What have you done?"
Not as tough as all that, are you? And then I'd like to back up from the... actually drop... Kind of move back like 5 feet and then drop prone.
Sure.
Great. Then... Sorry, that took so long, guys. There we go.
So you move back like that, 5 feet?
Yeah, sorry.
Drop prone? Okay.
Yeah.
As Barra yells out, "You've signed your death warrant!" And the skeleton will fire its short bow up at you, Orion. You've got 3/4 cover from that distance. An angle. He attacks at disadvantage. The arrow misses you. This Cholton guard runs up and throws their spear at Garrick. It hits for 6 piercing damage. The Red Wizard yells, "Get them! Seize them!" And then the wizard backs up and is going to cast Greater Invis. They turn invisible, and they know when they turn there. They might back up a little bit more. The skeleton steps forward and fires their short bow at Orion. and the arrow misses. It doesn't even reach the top of the cliff. The skeleton does the same thing, and it misses. Nim.
Oh boy. We know what time it is. We're gonna turn into a saber-toothed tiger. Royal shape.
Okay. Saber-toothed tiger. Have you been a saber-toothed tiger before?
Yes.
Once.
Okay. It's already set up.
It was like one of the very first sessions.
Okay, it's ready to go.
There's the boy. And then I need to pull up the character sheet for that. Blah. Tab. And then I'm going to just straight up claw at this Cholton guard just south of me.
Hit. You just rip the claw through the guard's neck, killing him instantly.
Yeah. And then I will stay here for now. This will be my turns to just stay there. I have something prepped for next turn.
Garrett.
Well, I saw about where he disappeared. I won't risk it.
Yeah, they're not hidden, they're just invisible. You know, when you're invisible, you know where they are, because hearing is arguably a better sense than sight. You can clearly hear where the creature is. You just can't see them, that's all. So, you know within the rough 5 foot square that they're in. And if you're hidden, then you won't know.
I move up there. And that one probably gets an attack of opportunity on
Yeah,
me.
the guard is going to, after they throw a spear, they draw another one. He turns around and tries to stab you. And he misses.
And then I'm gonna cast Shatter.
When you... Oh, where are you putting that?
There.
Okay, go for it.
Should go get both.
The red wizard casts counter spell. Counter spell for you when he casts a spell.
Cool.
And the spell's interrupted.
Since he countered it, I can't cast a second spell, can I?
You
Because I cast it and he countered it.
yeah. So yeah, you cast a spell. So yeah, the spell slot gets used, and nothing happens. Your spell gets interrupted. So, yeah. Same spell casting rules apply. If you cast a spell as a bonus action, then you can only cast a cantrip on the same turn.
Yeah, that was the question.
Yeah.
With the
It counts
second
as
spell,
you
because
casting a spell.
because I can quicken spells. That was
Yeah.
why I asked the question.
So yeah, you can only quicken a cantrip.
Yeah, and that's not urgent, I think. Ah, that's me. Sorry.
This skeleton is going to move up and fire its short bow at Nim. And I'm not sure if Nim's here or not because he said be right back, so he takes 6 piercing damage. I'll deduct it for him. This guard rushes you, Garrick, and attempts to spear you. It misses. The other guard rushes you, Garrick, and tries to poke you with its spear. Miss.
Question: how dark is it?
It's
Oh.
light. Daytime.
Okay.
Right.
Torrent.
So I will drop my magical crossbow and take out my longsword. And well, I have no shield. I'll use it as a two-hander. And attack the Chilton guard that's closest to me.
Yeah. Alright, you rush the guard and just plunge the longsword across his neck. He's almost dead.
I'll attack again. Try again. I'll attack again.
Alright, he tries to hold up his shield and interpose his spear, and you just impale him. That hits, and you push the longsword straight through him, and he falls onto the ground dead.
Can I pick up this shield, maybe?
Yeah, you can scoop up the shield with an interactive object. It does take an action to put it on.
Right. Okay, I'll have to do that next turn then. Okay. That's it.
Ryan, you can use half your movement speed to stand up.
I will do that, and I'll, assuming I can target him, I'll fire 2 arrows at disadvantage at the invisible wizard.
Sure.
Ooh.
Miss. You're way off.
And then I'll go prone again.
The skeleton shoots its short bow at Nim. This guy over here fires at Nim. Miss. The arrow just whizzes on by you. This guard is dead. And the Red Wizard of Thay is going to just say, there are no more games. I am done playing. And drops a fireball on you, Orion. Make a dexterity saving throw. Drops it on top of the cliff.
He is invisible. Do I even have advantage? Do I see it coming?
You the danger sense is not from the person, it's from the effect, and yeah, you see the fireball. So it just drops it up there on top, like about 10 feet above you on top of the cliff.
Whew.
And you hit for 15 points of fire damage as you succeed the saving throw. The Red Wizard
I
then
yell out.
Moves here and takes some cover behind this stone arch.
I'll yell out, go for the wizard! Go for the wizard! Ignore everyone else!
The skeleton gangles forward and shoots at Nim. And sinks an arrow into the beast for 7 piercing damage.
7.
The skeleton's going to shoot at Nim. Miss. The arrow hits the ground. Nim, you're up.
Now, I know normal invisibility, you'd see it. Did it drop, or does he still have it? I haven't ever used greater invisibility.
He's
so I don't
still
know.
invisible.
Okay. Well,
So any
then I will
attack
go
on
after
him would
the
be at
skeleton.
disadvantage.
I'm fine with that. Then I'm just going to go after skeletons then. See, that'll be right there. I will run at this skeleton for 40. And then I'm going to pounce, which I have to make a successful claw attack first, but I'm going to try to claw at him and see if I hit him, and if so, I'm going to use my pounce on him. Oh, no, no.
Skeleton jumps back and you do a bit of a somersault. Missing him.
And that'll be it. Well, actually, I'm going to use my bonus action to expend a spell slot and get some health back. I need to remember what that is specifically, but I do. 1d8. Awesome. So I will use my spell slot, and I will roll a 1d8 for some health back. Ooh!
And those couple of arrows that was sticking into you just they kind of just spill out and fall on the ground. Those wounds heal up.
Sweet.
Gary.
Okay. I'll move 10 feet. Try another shatter. Quickened. Common spells there.
The red wizard casts counter spell as a reaction and counter spells you, Garrick. And just says,
Okay.
"You should have given the puzzle cubes. I am a superior mage."
Then I move there.
Both Cholton guards turn around and try to plunge their spears into you. One of them hits you for 4 piercing damage. And the other one completely misses.
And then I concentrate and my eyes start to glow. Not the nice kind of glow. And start to come a halo with thorns on top of my head, and I use my action to use Radiant Consumption.
Alright, you start spewing out radiant energy everywhere. You shed bright light, and anyone that ends their turn within 10 feet of you gets smelted. Oh, sorry, no. Anyone who is within 10 feet of you when you end your turn gets smelted.
Didn't you cast Shatter?
I cast Shadow with Quickened.
Oh, gotcha. Very nice.
That's why I like this combination.
That's dope.
So everybody takes 6 radiant damage.
Half your
That's-
level, right? So 3.
Half my level. Sorry, 3.
Yeah, so
And
all
I
the-
take 1.
Yeah, you take 1. you
Yeah, I take-
smelt yourself. Alright, all this energy just starts eating through the guard's flesh and causing the radiant energy causes the skeleton's bones to become brittle and start to break apart. Alright, that's the end of turn.
Okay.
The skeleton is not really deterred by the radiant energy. It draws a short sword and tries to poke you.
Go ahead.
And you parry it off to the side. The guard backs away from you and comes around behind Nim and tries to pierce Nim with its spear. And he misses. This guard also gets away from you, Garrick, and runs up behind Nim and attacks. And they poke their spear into Nim's side for 7 piercing damage. Torrin.
Right. So I was reading to the stuff that I can do. I have turned the unholy, so I want to move forward to be to try to get as much skeletons within 30 feet of me. So I think that's just 6 squares up.
Yeah, maybe like there or something.
Be careful.
3, 4, 5.
Oh yeah, don't
Rodney.
get too close to Garrick if you...
I'm radiating heat.
It's only if he ends his turn next to you though, so... You don't take any damage from getting near it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can still move, right? Your turn. But I need to be in 30 feet, so I think I can.
You need to be a bit closer. I think that's, yeah. I don't think you could make it up to the skeleton anyway. But yeah, you'll be
No,
within
no,
30 feet of the
yeah,
three
it will be
skeletons.
those three, right? Okay, and I will be safe from the radiant as well. So I will do that. Right.
Turn undead or turn unholy?
The unholy.
Okay. Alright, they're gonna make wisdom saves.
I brought the shield, by the way, but I'm not equipping it yet.
Do you destroy undead yet? You do have turn undead as well, I think. Or is it different for paladin? Maybe it's different.
I think that's a cleric thing, but
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I didn't write it down here, so for now I don't have it anyway. I think it's only clerics.
Alright. The skeletons are turned. They turn away from you, and they will have to run away from you for the next 10 rounds. If you attack them, if anyone damages them, it does break that effect, but they're essentially taken out of the fight. They'll just start running away.
Cool.
They shun your
Go
holy
attack
symbol,
them.
turn their heads, and start booking it.
I get a attack of opportunity on this one, don't I?
They don't move yet. They do it on their turn.
On their
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just yell, don't attack them, they're going to run away. And I end my turn.
Okay.
There.
Orion.
I'll stand up. And then I'll shoot an arrow at this guard.
That hits. It almost takes the guard out.
And I'll shoot another one at him.
That misses. The guard turns around and holds up their wooden shield. The arrow bounces off of the shield. Hits it away.
And then I will drop prone, yeah.
This skeleton's going to just run around here and shoot their short bow at Nim. Miss. The red wizard comes out from behind the column and drops another fireball on Orion. Make a dexterity save. You are persistent, are you not? 4th level fireball.
Oof.
Oh,
You're hit for 31 points of fire damage.
I think that might get me, guys.
Asbara then just says, Stop running, you fools! We are winning! Kill them! And stays there. The skeleton runs away, provoking from Nim.
I'm gonna let it run.
Alright, just runs off 60 feet. This skeleton runs off 60 feet, just wading through a bit of difficult terrain. And Nim.
I'm going to claw attack the bottom of these two Chilton guards, so I'll spin around and attack that bottom one with a claw attack.
It's a miss. The guard kind of just ducks underneath the attack.
Then I will use another bonus action to expend another spell slot to get 1d8 back again. It's something. And then use up the spell slot. There we go. And that's my turn.
Gary.
I try another shot,
red wizard once again counterspells you.
How many spells does he have? Third level.
More than you, I'm guessing.
Just keep them getting away, and then I mean,
Probably not, because
every
Shatter is
counterspell is
the
one spell
second level spell.
right, every counterspell he does is one counterspell or one other spell he cannot do. So it's great.
You don't really know the spell level either. It does say third level there, but you might be using a high level slot. It is a third level spell though. You rush the red wizard.
That's it.
This skeleton runs away from Torrent, booking it.
Wait, doesn't that radiation?
He takes 3 damage. He has to
yeah.
make a concentration save.
He takes 3
Okay,
damage.
cool.
And he becomes visible.
What? Oh my god!
He smiles
It's
at
like
you.
It
He
worked!
looks,
It worked!
bloody, and he says to you, now you can see the face of that which killed you. Alright, the skeleton runs away.
Your posse is running.
The guard attempts to spear Nim.
Yep.
And drives a spear into you for 6 piercing damage. And this guard does the same thing. It misses you. Torrent.
Yeah, I know that something's wrong up there, but I'm not sure if I know really how Ryan is doing.
Well, you look up and he's on the ground dying.
I can see that.
Yeah. He's scorched, there's smoke coming off him, he's unconscious.
I need to get to him, and that will take several turns because I have to climb up. So that won't help much. I will take my sword and just attack the first Chilton guard that I see next to Nim.
That hits. You run over and drive the longsword through the guard's chest. Dead.
And then I will want to move one over. To do my second attack on the other guy. And because I am still holding, or I'm not sure what I'm doing with that extra shield, I'll do a one-handed attack.
Hit. And you slash him across the neck. He spins around half turn, dead. Blood splatters everywhere.
Let him get to Ryan.
Yeah, I will start moving towards the cliff, I think. Yeah. I still have, I think, 4 more squares, yeah. And that ends my turn.
Ryan, make a death saving throw. That's a success.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow, cool.
Good job.
1 extra round.
The skeleton shoots their short bow at Nim. That hits for 8 piercing damage. As Bara smiles at you and says, you have expended much of my energy, but I'm sure I can retire for the rest of the day with all of your puzzle cubes.
You can retire forever.
Prepare to die. And he casts a spell.
Damn it, I don't have counter spell.
He presses his thumbs together, spreads his fingertips outwards, and a blanket of cold energy erupts from his hands in a 60-foot cone. Cone of cold. Garrick and Nim need to make con saves.
I need a con save from my team. God.
Oh.
It's not the biggest cone of cold, luckily. It's enough to pop Nim out of his wild shape.
Yep.
And you can choose any one of those 4 squares to revert in Nim. And Garrick, you'll hit for 29 points of cold damage as all of that cold energy washes over you. As Burra looks, damn you! Damn you! Looks at you a bit worried. You should be dead! And he'll just end his turn there.
That's what my ex said to me.
Alright, one of the skeletons is gone. Another skeleton is gone. They run off. And Nim, you're up.
Oh. Well, maybe they're gonna have to try to run really fast and then climb up really fast, which is gonna take a lot of movement. Or I can finish him off, because I don't have anything to cure up there. I'm gonna run it. I will do my. Oh, does it have more speed than me though? I gotta look at my baboon real quick. Shoot. Faster speed than me by 5. Yeah, I'll turn into a baboon from my last wild shape.
Okay. Bam.
Oh, hopefully nothing hits me. And then I'm gonna move my 30 feet to there. Use my action to dash, which is another 30, but I also have climbing speed, so that's at least 5, 10, and then however 20 feet up the wall.
What's your climbing speed? Is it 30 feet?
I want to say it's 30. Yeah, 30 feet.
Alright, you're 20 feet up. So you're about 80 feet from the top.
Oh boy, here we go. That'll be my turn.
Garrick.
I draw the sword along my shield and ignite the blade with flames.
He screams as he's just covered with this golden glow. And he attempts to swipe his hand through the air like a counter spell, but no magic comes out, and you hit him. Alright, you really want him dead.
Holy crap.
You I think you're actually even missing some damage there too from the radiant consumption. You kill the red wizard. You drive the longsword through the red wizard's chest, and all this radiant energy floods out of the red wizard's neck out through their mouth and eyes. And for a brief moment, they just kind of look like ghostly with these yellow glowing eye sockets and yellow smoke coming out of their mouth. And when you pull the blade out, they just look equally as dead. They drop to the ground, and their flesh is crackling. The tattoo on their bald head bubbling with all these red blisters. We're going to stay in initiative because we still got a skeleton, but also because Orion is.
And then I gonna touch myself and quicken a cure wound.
Okay. You're feeling a lot better.
And that's my turn.
The skeleton books it.
Well, I have movement left, don't I?
Yeah, you haven't moved.
I can move there. Then the skeleton takes 3 damage.
Okay. Just had to knock that skeleton away. Alright, meanwhile, that other skeleton has run off, so it's Torrin's turn.
So I see a baboon running past me, and I look up and think, well, he's going to be there much quicker than I am. So I want to pick up my crossbow. I think I left it over there somewhere. Pretty close again.
Okay. Yeah, it's around there-ish.
Yeah, right. I think over here. So, and I will shoot at the skeleton with it. And I think that shield that I picked up, I have to drop that because I think heavy crossbow is two-handed.
Yeah, you can have it slung over your shoulder or something, or wedged
Right.
behind your back.
Whatever. I'll just keep it around.
Hit. The magic bolt slams into the skeleton and breaks it into pieces. Bones roll on the ground. You got it.
Okay, let's see if the baboon makes it.
At that moment, I stop my self-torturing flame.
Staying in initiative because we still have someone dying.
Okay.
Until they're stable, we'll be in initiative.
Okay.
Alright, Orion, make a death saving throw.
Here's the crit, guys.
11 is a failure. Nim.
I'm going to use my movement and my action to dash and go up another 60 feet.
Alright, that puts you at 80 feet above the ground, 20 feet from the cliff. You're almost there.
And that'll be the end of my turn. I'm rushing.
Garrett.
Bonus action, stop torturing myself.
Okay.
And then I run over here with full movement and action.
Sorry.
It has no use climbing, but there's nothing else to do, so I will try to climb up.
Keep eye on keep eye on for gargoyles.
Yeah, I will.
Alright, there are gargoyles, but they don't seem to really be bothered unless you're kind of close to them, so none of the gargoyles are animating.
Just keep an eye out.
I have like 55 feet of movement left, but I'm not sure what that would be in climbing.
It's half for climbing, so you can make an athletics check. The cliffs themselves are moderately difficult to climb. You managed to climb up, so you get up. You said you had what, 55 feet left?
Yep.
So you managed to climb up about 25 feet.
Cool. So yeah, ends my turn.
Ryan, make a death saving throw.
Awesome.
Bam.
You're
Boy.
back to one hit point.
He doesn't need our help even. Okay, great.
Ryan
That's good.
stands up and surrounded in smoke. He's still alive.
Ugh.
He loses his footing and falls off the cliff.
Hey guys,
Push.
fireballs suck.
Oh my god, you're right.
I check if the wizard has a tablet.
715 experience for that fight.
Woohoo!
You rummage through the Red Wizard's robe, and they have a spell book with a red cover on it. It's not going to be of use to any of you guys, so just call it a Red Wizard spell book.
It's worth something in the civilized world.
Yeah, it's definitely worth something. There's also it's a small skull made of black gemstone some sort of black rock. It's his spellcasting focus. It's worth 25 GP. It's not that valuable.
Okay.
I think
Since I use a
usually,
shield.
I think usually it's usually Kieran that's doing the party loot. So someone just want to take that, put it in their inventory for now. Spell focus.
Yeah, I'll do it in my inventory.
And they don't have any puzzle cubes. They don't have anything else, like no coin pouch or anything like that either. No backpack, suggesting that you know, they camp
do
somewhere
have 4
and they leave their
shields.
valuables elsewhere. Yeah, the guards each have 3 spears and a shield. So 12 spears and 4 shields.
I take an extra shield.
Yeah, me
Good
too.
idea. Yeah, same.
It's a wooden shield.
That's the same thing as any kind of shield, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's just shield, like just in the player's handbook, just shield. It gives you +2 AC. But
And how many
does
shields
make
do you
change.
it might become relevant if it's wood, like because like heat metal and stuff like that. But yeah, no puzzle cube.
There's 4 shields. I need at least 1. I'm not sure if everyone needs 1, but if not, I would like to take 1 as a reserve.
I'll take a backup.
But
Yeah, same.
All right, so
I don't need any.
so
Sorry?
Torrin's taking
Nim?
2.
Did Nim
Garrick's taking
one?
1, and Orion's taking 1. So Torrin add 2
Nim-
shields to your inventory. Orion add 1, and Garrick add 1.
So Nim doesn't need 1.
Nope.
Okay, then I'll take 2.
He's
Thank you very much.
in baboon form, so I guess he just kind of like you offer him the shield, and he just like and just like slaps the shield away or something. Like, you know, he doesn't
Careful,
want-
I
he
need
can't
that.
speak. Okay. Alright, no puzzle cube, but that's 1 red wizard less to compete with. Let's take a 10-minute break, and we'll pick it up from here when we get back. I'll see you guys soon.
Yep, thanks.
Damn, I need counter spell.
Hey, we just had enough experience to level up.
We did. Next time we long rest, we can level.
Yeah,
Did we?
Yeah.
yep, 23,000 is what we need.
And we're 455 over.
Thanks for coming out for me, guys. I appreciate you burning a wild shape to book it toward me.
We need a short rest now.
Like Tempest, that was really a close goal.
But
Yeah, me, Monkey Form, is going to come up there and slap your face with a Cure Wounds. Just
you're still my favorite, Nim.
I think you cannot. You're right now. Wait.
That would have been closer if he hadn't lost his invisibility.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there was some good actions that were happening down there.
MVP, Garrick. That was awesome.
So next level, fly and counter spell, or fly and
Falling
fireball.
Forward.
Really? Is that all happening at your next level?
Yeah, I'm half a level behind normal class, caster class in spell slots, but I'm 2 levels behind on casting. So I get to 3rd level spells on my 5th level.
Okay.
Suggest counterspell just because we're going up against a lot of red wizards.
Yeah, but should I get rid of fireball or fly?
Well, if you did fly, you could get us across that chasm for that one
Yeah, that was one of the things, and it's a nice combat spell too, because you can have 60 feet movement or 120.
Definitely.
If you go level up, you have room for one extra spell also, right?
No, I get I can change one and get one new one.
New
So
one's
I wanted-
counterspell, right?
Yeah, a counterspell or fireball. And
Okay, so you also fireball.
it stands between counterspell, fireball, and fly, and I have 2 spells I can pick.
I would suggest counterspell and fly, but of course it's completely up to you.
Same.
But the only area effect spell I have is shatter.
Which is a dope spell.
It's a dope spell, but loses in level against fireball when you get fireball.
That's true. It's up to you, my
Yeah.
friend.
Yep.
I'm not gonna get rid of Shadowblade, for Shadowblade gives me advantage, and I have a problem with hitting, and I have just 1 attack each round.
Interesting question. Do all 4 of us follow a different god?
Mine's Tempest.
Nim, you're
Maleki.
gotcha. I'm Saloon because the moon.
I think I'm
course.
Tempest.
Oh, 2 Tempests.
I can't remember the background story. I wrote 3 background stories since I made these characters, and then 2 of them are paladins.
I have a level 15 cleric that's also worshipping Saloon. So I know about their, but that's it.
Saloon's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And my DM also made a very nice backstory thing that she changed into something else, and we had to solve that. She became Lunessa.
Damn it! I should have used whole person.
That could have worked.
Yeah, but I have to see him. I didn't see him.
Okay, fair point.
I'll be
What's
kind of
that?
honest. I'm kind of surprised at how weak that red wizard was. Like, it had very few hit points. Like, high-level spells, like Greater Invis
Yep.
and Fireball and stuff, but, like,
That's
no.
He had level 5.
It was a
5
wizard,
spell?
right? That's the
That's
thing of
true.
wizards. Wizards don't have much health.
So in the
Yeah,
future,
one of the reasons why I like the combination of a paladin and a sorcerer, because you get some hit points.
in the
and-
future, what we got to do is, if we're fighting red wizards, immediately go for the wizard. Like, ignore all their skeletons and shit. Kill the
True.
wizard first, and we can mop up everything else.
Yeah, I did that, but I tried to do a double damage.
Yeah. Listen, we all survived and we made it out. I'm not critiquing anybody. Just for the future, we could.
Yeah, we did very good. If we think about the attacks he had on his side. And 5e is always about the number of attacks you get on each side. What can I get rid of? I don't want to get rid of Featherfall. Should I get rid of whole person?
Ooh, that's a very good spell.
Yeah, it's a very good spell, but DC is 15.
What kind of save is it? Is it wisdom?
I think so.
Because wizards mostly have intelligence, right?
Wisdom saving throw.
So wisdom could be okay.
Yeah, whole person, and if I cast it up, I can do more than one person, can't I?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's better than counterspell, but on the other side, they're gonna counter it. But it's a level 2 spell, so it doesn't cost that much spell slot.
But if you cast it on more than one person, it'd be 3rd level. Which I mean, I
Right.
guess it'd do the same thing.
Yeah, but I always have more spell slots than I have spells, because I always get a higher level of spell slots than I have.
Well, good news is you can counterspell their counterspell now.
Yeah, I could do that, but it's gonna cost me.
Could you counterspell a counterspell when once you've already cast a spell? You can't
I
do
wonder if you can.
Yes,
cast
you
a
can,
reaction
because
spell on your turn.
because you can cast a counterspell on a reaction, and a new spell on a reaction, because it was discussed somewhere in the net.
that. Right, but it's on your turn.
On your turn, you can't cast counterspell on your turn because reaction is it's a reaction spell.
Especially not. Yeah, right. So you cannot cast a counterspell when you have cast a spell that is countered. It's not like Magic the Gathering.
No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, what are you going with?
Well, I
But you
have
can't-
4, so I get access to all of them. It's just whichever one I prepare for the day, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
That's the nice thing about the Sorcerer Paladin. I have a lot of level 1 spells. Because I get all the Paladin spells too. On level 1. Like Shield of Fate. That's a nice one.
Don't get
Oh,
that much
that's-
from level 7. Only an Aura of Devotion. You and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you can be charmed while they're conscious. So that's not bad, but it's also not very good, I think. That's the only thing, except for hit points, of course.
I can't wait for level 8. Then I
Me
get teleportation.
Dope.
Yeah, because I'm a stone sorcerer. It's an UA arcane.
I'll get flying speeds at level 8.
Ooh, that's nice.
I mean, I can polymorph with this level 4 spell slot, but
Polymorph's
Takes
the
spell
dope
slot.
spell.
No,
Take- that's the only bummer part.
I put out an aura of protection on one of you, and if that one person gets attacked, I can teleport to him and attack the person who attacked him.
That's cool.
With 2d10 extra damage on the attack.
So Nim, how many spells does it take to create water for everybody?
I think it's 1 to 2, but it's level 1 spell slots.
Okay.
And if we find water, I can purify it.
So I'm gonna
It's
dip.
only cost one spell, right? Or is that
Yeah,
a
so it's a level 1 spell.
Yeah.
So Nim, just so you know, I'm gonna dip Druid this level.
Okay.
Which will give me 2 level 1 slots, which completely frees you up. So unless like I cast like a Cure Wounds or something, don't worry about saving your spell slots for water. Just because your spell slots matter more because you're a full caster. So I'll
It's
take
usually a
those.
level 1 that I save anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't affect all the other stuff.
Great. It's just a little bit of insurance.
Why do you go? Are you gonna do druid?
because of the
Raging
Druid,
Bear.
my friend.
Yeah,
Come on, give me
Yeah.
some credit. It's a wolf.
Yeah, okay.
okay.
I get it, and also it's very good if more of us can heal in
Small amounts.
that's really necessary to do that.
Yeah.
Right? So I think it's a good choice.
Otherwise, you have to wait for the healers to get to you.
Yeah.
If you're at 0 hit points, it doesn't work that way. You cannot heal yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Alright, you've got a nice view of Omu. The Red Wizard has been defeated, and you guys live to tell the tale. So, what do you do
Very
now?
Take a short rest.
Before we
Yeah,
do,
that would be good.
is it possible from the vantage point on the cliff to identify possible buildings that would be shrines, or is it like too far up to determine that?
You can make a pardon me. You can make a perception check. All right. You take a look around, Orion, and you're not really seeing anything that stands out too much as a shrine. Oh, actually, you see one. There's one here.
Sure.
It's still kind of foggy and hazy and smoky, and it's hard to make out details. Many buildings could be shrines. For example, these ones. Could be one over here. Well, you know, there's one, not one there. Could be one in here, but you're just having trouble making out any fine detail.
And did we get like a note or something that talked about the palace? Do you guys remember anything like that?
Yeah, there were these things written down on that first building, right? We came down here. I'm not sure if it was something about the palace.
That was the graffiti.
Yeah, there was this note on the moss-covered disc. There was a queen. It has to be a palace.
Fair enough.
I think you guys were thinking maybe the palace might have something to do with the death curse or Razni, where Razni me.
Doesn't this look like a palace?
This is undoubtedly the palace. You see this giant disc-shaped arraignment of buildings, Orion, and it looks very palacey.
Yeah. I think that we should not go in there today because we're pretty beat up. I'd like to take a short rest anyway, and then maybe tomorrow, once we're at full power, we go in there and see what's what.
If you have some paper as well, Orion, you could do a bit of a jot of the city and try and make like a rough map as well.
I'll rip out a page of the wizard spellbook and use that. I don't have any other paper.
So
you don't get my wizard spellbook.
All right, I'll give you a map.
I think
it takes an hour to do that.
I think there's some other people also up there right now because the monkey went up, right?
Yeah, Nim's
Yeah,
in ape
he
form,
can look around.
form.
Right.
Do apes have good eyesight?
Do we climb up and take the short rest up there? Maybe they can draw.
That's not a stupid idea. Let's do that.
I do feel safer up here.
Yeah, the next lot of gargoyles are like here and like here. And they're like every 100 feet, pretty much. There's a gargoyle.
We stay put, it won't be a problem, right?
Yeah, and if anyone comes after us, the gargoyles might actually attack them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's all go up there.
You guys are all able to climb up. Torrin had made an athletic check earlier. 16 gets you up, Garrick and Nim's baboon form. So you guys all climb up to the top.
Take a short rest.
So you elect to rest here and take a short rest.
Maybe we should go along the top and just take out each gargoyle as we go. And yeah, because just one activates if we get close, and that way we don't meet somebody down there.
I did think about that.
Could be an idea. I would like to check the city from up there as well
You can make a
and see if
perception
I
check.
can check.
I presume that you guys are sketching away this. Whoa, you guys are good. Look at that artwork.
Whoa!
Where did we get the colors from?
The Red Wizard has a full palette of different colors
Okay.
and a canvas.
We used some blood for the lava.
Yeah, no, you've done a very, very rough sketch, and that's basically Omu. Yeah, you could do a perception check to try and look for particular shrines. The dynamic lighting, or the fog of war, I should say, it's still concealing places, and That's because there are areas that you can't really see too well, and there are locations you haven't been, so it's also a way to keep track of areas in the city you haven't been, but you can see the cliffs on the other side, and I'll uncover more of that map.
Gorgeous.
And then the top. You uncover these massive letters floating in the air that says Omu Forbidden City. So no, as you can see, you've explored at least 80% of the city already.
But we still just see what you have revealed on the main map, right?
You can see areas up here, but I'll just leave it darkened for now, so it's a way for you guys to keep track of where you've been and whatnot.
Well, if I would go after the drawings of the other shrines we have been, this should be a shrine because it has two tops on the wall like all the other shrines.
Could be.
Yeah.
That map for you guys too. That's pretty hard to see when it's that big, but anyway.
And there should be one. If that's right, there should be one more here on the map, on the map we got.
Where?
About here.
We're in the black.
Gotcha.
In the black.
All right.
And
Could there be any buildings inside the circle that could be a shrine?
Right. The palace would have to have at least one, right?
You guys are taking a look, and you're not really making out any details. You're just kind of referring to the map and locations. You can't look and see great detail from that far. The most prominent thing is this disc-shaped palace. It's like something from another world almost. There's actually thousands of bats swirling above it at about.
I still think we should go along the edge on top here to get closer north.
I will describe the. I will ask you, please, Sebastian. Just when I'm trying to describe things, I think this is the third time I've had to say it. Please don't interrupt me because other people are trying to listen to what I'm saying, and I don't want to have to make a habit of saying this every single session. Please. Okay. So,
sorry.
Let me describe this palace to you guys. There are thousands of bats swirling around it at about the same height that you guys are standing, about 100 feet above the city. It's a great ruin. There is a 15-foot high circular wall. You can see crumbling arcades, vine-choked statues, empty plazas, buildings overgrown with banyan roots. There are streets that aren't flooded and choked with rubble, but there is a bit of flooding to the north of the city. In terms of buildings, there are many tall, prominent buildings. However, none of them really stand out as a shrine. There's another noticeable thing as well. It's these steps. It's like steps descending into the earth. Okay. No sign of Millhouse and Yazo either. And yeah, you guys are not bothered by the gargoyles. It's an hour later now. Your holy weapons worn off, Tari.
I'm not too proud to beg healing from the party, as I am still quite injured. Hey, Nim.
I can do wait, what's it called again? Lay on hands. How much do I think you need?
I am bloodied.
You only just got up, pretty much.
I'll do a bloody, right? Okay, I'll do 20 hit points.
You are also my favorite.
Also, okay. I'm not sure if this is possible to be a favorite with someone else, but okay. I'll take it.
Hopefully, I said that out of earshot of Nim. All right, guys. So something we said we'd come back to this shrine because we know it's there, but it's likely that one has been hit already by the Red Wizards. We know they already had one. We think that there's another shrine over. Maybe it's here. Maybe there's one over here. And then I'm really interested about this stairs right here because that implies that there's like an underground level, perhaps.
Yeah, but don't you think that's the maybe the access to where we need the puzzle?
Well, that
Shouldn't we find the shrines first?
The note said, hold up, we found an obelisk in the north that marks the entrance to the Tomb of the Nine Gods. So we're looking for an obelisk specifically that's in the northern part of the city.
Probably in this direction then.
Yeah. We think the secret to opening it is in the holy shrines. Yeah, so the Yellow Banner found that obelisk in the entrance, which means we need the 9 shrines, and hopefully we can still trick the Red Wizards to work with us. I mean, they did attack us, so maybe not, but we can pretend like we didn't kill one of them.
No. Do skeletons talk?
That's fair. I feel leery about going into... I mean, depending on what you guys feel, going into the palace where a fallen paladin that commands 1T kind of spooks me a little bit.
Yeah, I think we should still try to go north along the edge and see if we can see a bit more of the city.
Just take out the gargoyles?
Yeah, one at a
They
time.
were not that tough.
No, if you take one at a time, it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah. It seems like they will not help another gargoyle. Although there were 3 attacking together.
Yeah, but we came from below, and this time we come from the south.
How far away are we from his closest gargoyle set?
100
About 200 feet.
or 200.
Yeah,
Okay.
200 feet-ish.
Well, if you
So we're
guys
3 in between the 2 that we still see, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks that way.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think we should try it.
Okay. Nim, are you good with that?
Yeah. Just know I can't hit him too far.
Well, I have a range
Well,
of
Close.
600 feet with this longbow.
We use Orion as a chew toy.
Well, maybe not Orion then.
But he has the
but Nim-
resistance.
Well, let's just let him come to us.
But
Let's stay here.
Nim is the only one that doesn't have any range. So if he goes first, then he can also do
I
something.
just can't do it as high as they were. If they're within like 60 feet, I can do that. But 120 was a bit pushing it.
Well, how about this? It's 200 feet away now. And we'll just stay where we are, and I'll try to peg it from here. And if it wakes up and comes after us, like I hope it does, then as it gets closer, we can all attack it.
But did normal bows not do that much?
Not as much, but by the time it gets close enough, it'll be injured. They're not that tough.
I still think we have to get a bit closer, but that's up to the group.
We'll be able to do it easier because we're not having to play with a huge cliff. I'm just saying we'll have to be closer than we were with the cliff, which we're on the same level, so that should be less height.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on if he how he flies, but
Well, let's find out. Let's shoot one.
Sure.
I have to bite and
Let's try it.
claw. You can't do that
I kind
in our face.
I kind
Yeah.
of think it won't attack us unless we get close. So I don't think the bow and arrow would do. But
Well, if it doesn't if I hit it with a bow and arrow and it doesn't get close, like it doesn't animate or come after us, then I'll just keep hitting it with a bow and arrow.
yeah, but if it doesn't animate, isn't it like rock?
Let's find out. I would like to shoot that gargoyle.
Okay, make an attack.
It's at disadvantage because it's beyond 150 feet.
and you miss it.
I will try again.
How many arrows you got left?
54.
Okay. Now I got 52 or 53. You lose another arrow. Miss.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
More to the right. More to the right.
The arrow hits the gargoyle, and Carrick's right. It's literally like hitting a statue. The arrow just basically bounces off it. You chip off maybe a tiniest bit of stone. The arrow breaks in two and sundered on impact. The gargoyle doesn't animate, doesn't try to get up, fly, move in any way. It remains completely inanimate.
So we're going to have to get within 50 feet for it to animate and then attack it.
Let's should take care of that. Nim is close enough. So I still say he should go first. Or we should move as a group. That would be fine too.
Yeah. Alright, let's do it.
Yep.
Okay, you move alongside the cliff top overlooking the city of Omu, and you march up towards the gargoyle, and when you're within 50 feet, nothing happens. The gargoyle remains perched there, draped in vines, continues looking over the city, doesn't react to your presence in any way.
Maybe we still need to get closer. But I will make sure that I'm not too close to the cliff, by the way. Like 10 feet away at least.
Yeah.
I'll go up to it. I'll walk right up to the thing.
Okay. It's just perched there, looking over the city from afar.
Can we tip it over?
Yeah, I was going to say, is it attached to it like a statue or something?
You can make an athletics check. It seems to be heavy.
I help.
And
Then I need to get close to the edge instant, but I
this
will.
thing weighs so much, and it doesn't budge. You can't even begin to tip it over.
How does
It's
it
still
fly
stuck.
with that weight? Okay, let's continue along the way.
Well, can I get out a dagger and try to stab it?
Yeah.
Chunk.
You hit it. It bluntens the tip of your dagger, and you take off a tiny little chip of stone. I feel like
I'm just afraid.
it doesn't animate in any way. You feel like it's just literally a statue of a gargoyle in this form.
Here we go. Get ready, guys. This is gonna work. I will climb.
No,
down under
don't
it
do-
10 feet.
Yeah. Ready my weapon thing. Can I? Do I have time to do the?
Holy sacred weapon. You can do sacred weapon.
Yeah. After a short rest, I think I can do it again. So I will do that while he is climbing down.
Okay. How far do you climb down, Orion?
I will climb down my full movement, so 40 feet down underneath it.
Okay. When you climb down, we're going to roll initiative because the gargoyle animates, and so does the 100 feet to the north. Let me roll these guys into initiative. It's only when you try to scale the cliffs does the gargoyle react. They both start to move. They shed this layer of dust, and vines, and mud that cake them, and they start hissing. And Torin, you're up.
So I will attack this one.
It's a narrow miss. The gargoyle just dodges out of the way.
I'll do that again.
And that hits. Your sacred weapon slashes through the gargoyle, and it's magic, right? With the sacred weapon, it becomes magic. It breaks through the gargoyle's form with ease. It's looking a little bit damaged.
End of turn.
Garrick.
I will try to hit the one that animated farther up.
Alright, that's how far are you from Orion? I'm guessing you're like kind of within 30 feet of him, right? When this.
Yeah, I was trying to help him push the gargoyle over.
Right, let me move you guys up a little bit, and I think you might. Yeah, he was a bit far away. He's supposed to be 100 feet away. Every 100 feet these gargoyles are. So he's within range of the firebolt.
That's a miss, isn't it?
It is. Narrow miss.
Okay. That's my turn.
Nim.
Ooh boy. How far is the one right above Brian? Like 30 feet, you said?
This one, it's about 20 feet away from you.
Alrighty. I will get a little bit closer to him. I'll get within 10 feet of it if I can, if it's not flying too far off the ground.
It hasn't really left its perch yet.
Alright. Perfect. Well, I will poison spray it.
Alright, you get up close to it, spray poison all over the gargoyle, and doesn't affect it.
Then I'll just back up another 10 feet, so I'm 20 feet away from it again. And that'll be my turn.
The gargoyle leaps up into the air, provoking from Torrin. And you swipe at it, but it's just too quick. It managed to just escape your attack. It flies down to Orion, reaching the same height as him, 60 feet above the ground, 40 feet down, and it comes in trying to claw at him. And it just digs a claw straight to your shoulder. It hits you for 14 slashing damage.
Ow.
And then it attempts to bite you. Miss. Right.
I will rage and grow my tail.
Okay. You go into a rage. Tail extends outwards.
And, of course, I will recklessly attack it.
Everyone becomes super immersed in the tail. And you whip that tail over at the gargoyle, break off a big chunk, 13 damage worth. And you go to swipe at it again, but the gargoyle's quick. It evades your 14.
And then I'll move down 5 feet to remain in its area.
Okay. This gargoyle, it leaps up, soaring over Omu. It very quickly angles off to the side and it takes a dash action, clearing 100 feet with ease. It swoops around adjacent to you, Orion. And to see these gargoyles, you guys will need to be on the edge of the cliff now if you're on top of the cliff. Otherwise they'll have total cover. It's flush with the sheer cliffside. Torian.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to my crossbow again. Yeah, or can I do something?
Are you using a shield now, Torian?
I have my shield, but that I will have to get rid of while I'm using my crossbow, right?
Yeah, you won't be able to load it with a shield in your hand.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll drop my shield and I'll load my crossbow, but I can also, I have still got that spell slot left, so I'll do make it a magic weapon again.
You have okay. All right, you bring back the magic crossbow. And did you want to move up, like kind of the edge of the cliff, so you're ready for
Yeah,
this?
yeah, of course. Otherwise, I cannot shoot because this is a bonus action.
Yeah. So you got
So
a
I
magic
can
crossbow
still shoot.
now. Well,
Yeah,
you took off your shield. That is an action.
Oh right, okay. Well, then it's for next turn.
Okay.
End of turn.
Garrick.
Oh, I will try to hit the one that's already damaged, so I have to
Okay.
go close to the edge.
Yep. You peer over the edge. Hope you're not scared of heights because it's about 130 foot drop down.
I trust in my magic to save me if ever anything goes wrong.
You got a clear shot, but the gargoyle, it's quick.
It's that tail. That tail is distracting.
Orion's tail's like a cat tail. He doesn't have any control of it. It just has a mind of its own.
I try to chase it.
I go back and make room for other persons who want to see over the edge.
Sure. Yeah, there's plenty of room for everyone to get there. Nim.
Oh boy. I will move closer to the edge over here on this side.
Gargoyles are 45 feet below you.
45 means I can't use that, but I can do this. And I will throw an ice knife at this one right beneath me.
Yeah, that will hit Orion as well.
Yep.
Okay. You drop an ice knife and it impacts the gargoyle. That hits. It explodes. And I think it's everything within 10 feet. Are you doing that as a second level?
That should have just been my first. I was just doing my first level.
So you're out of first level spell slots, apparently.
Well, I'll use the second level spell slot then.
Okay. So you do it at
Increases
second level.
D6.
Okay. Yeah, you should check to see what spells you have left before you cast it. So you do it at a second level. Alright,
yes.
Then roll an extra d6. Cold damage increases by d6. Okay, so the ice knife slams into the gargoyle for 9 piercing damage, and then it explodes outwards for everything within 5 feet. So Orion and the gargoyle need to make a dex save. The gargoyle is spiked for another 10 points of cold damage, and so are you, Orion. Shard of ice burst into you, and Orion's looking bloodied now. Or, yeah, 10 cold damage. You're not resistant to that, are you? Any bonus action, Nim?
Nah, that'll be it.
This gargoyle continues trying to rip into Orion with claws. It misses. It tries to bite him. And it chomps you for 3 piercing damage. Orion.
Yeah, let's keep going. I'll make a reckless attack on the northernmost one.
Climb up, you fool!
No, I'm fine, thanks.
That hit. The tail smashes through the gargoyle. It's looking pretty beat up. And miss. Its stony flesh is too hard. And it's too quick. The tail swings through the air.
Shift is a bonus action.
The gargoyle attempts to rip through you again with its claws and teeth, Orion. It claws you for 3 points of damage. And then it tries to bite you, and it bites you for another 3 points of damage. 6 points in total. And it just fiercely continue flying and clawing and slashing. Alright.
I'll try again. Or no, not again. First time. With my new magical crossbow.
Which one are you attacking?
The one that's closest to Orion.
They're both within 5 feet of him.
The one that looks most hurt.
Okay, that hits. And it just glances the gargoyle. It's enough to take off a little chunk of it. Add to its
Oh,
damage.
that could have been better. So Because it's a reload weapon, I cannot use my second attack on this one, right?
No.
Okay. That's it then.
Garrick.
Oh, best take out one of them. So going for the north one again. Go up to the
Hit.
cliff.
And you wipe it out. Yeah.
Wow.
It spills
That's a lot
out,
of damage.
little chunks of fiery rock.
So 5 feet back again.
Definitely compared to my 3 piercing.
And
Magical
It's
piercing.
working well. Yeah.
Can't do anything else that I'm wanting to do. So I'm just gonna back up 10 feet from the edge. And we'll be good.
No range attacks.
Nah.
Okay. Ryan.
Changed up and recklessly attack with my tail.
Miss. And a crit. 18 damage. It almost breaks the gargoyle in two. Do a vertical swipe, and it just hits the gargoyle in the neck, and the tail breaks all the way down to its chest and waist. And the gargoyle's like splitting apart. Mud drips out everywhere like a fountain. It still swings around and claws at you, Orion, and it catches you for 1 point of damage. It attempts to bite you, and it chomps you for another 2.
The 19 misses me while I'm shifted.
Oh,
The 20 definitely hits.
alright. So you just hit for 2 piercing. Torrent.
Is Orion still down there, like far away from me?
He's 45 feet below you.
Never mind then. I'll try to shoot the gargoyle.
Hit. And
Good damage.
just clips the gargoyle. It's only just glancing him, but it still adds to the gargoyle's damage. It could be the difference between killing it this round or killing it next round.
Yep. End of turn.
Garrick.
Oh, we will have to go after the last one again.
Hit. And the firebolt hits the gargoyle, but it's not enough to finish it off. It's basically
Sorry.
just like a rough-hewn chunk of rock covered in mud at this stage, though.
Somebody finish it off.
Yeah.
I do, I'm gonna hit him, that's the problem.
Don't you have a sling?
No, I said that earlier, I don't.
What are you proficient with? Simple weapons?
I'll throw my dagger at him.
Okay. There
Why
is
not?
Yeah. Might need to look at getting a ranged option for scenarios like this.
Well, I only prep so much, and they're not for as far as I have.
I think you got like spears. I think you can use a spear as a druid. So
Yeah, but I don't like to have a lot of metal stuff. Just character flavor wise. He doesn't like a lot of metal.
I think typically druids don't wear metal, but they do use metal weapons. But if you don't want your character to use metal weapons, then that's your choice. The dagger misses, natural 1, and it just hits the ground somewhere down here.
Back up!
Orion. You finish the gargoyle off. It breaks into pieces as that tail whips it. And both gargoyles are defeated.
Climb up and kind of panting, kind of come out of rage and say, maybe this was a bad idea and we shouldn't do this anymore. This is a lot of gargoyles.
We don't really need to attack them. I mean, as long as we're up here, they will not do anything. So we can go around the cavern thing as far as we want to, and we
And
just
then
need to get
just
back
jump down.
Yeah, but we need to go down where we came up, because there's no
Right, we-
gargoyles anymore there.
If we jump down and are below on the ground before the gargoyle gets such opportunity to react.
Then it will be
they
fine,
seem,
right? Yeah.
They seem to animate once you hit 50 feet. So
Yeah,
you
but
can
if you're
climb
falling-
down- yeah, that would work
If
too.
you're falling and I can cast Featherfall on the last 10 feet.
Sounds like a
Also,
plan.
If
Sure,
we
sure.
all jump at the same time.
I think if you fall 500 feet immediately, so you're going to want to cast it like straight away. Otherwise, by the time you get another reaction, you've already hit the ground.
on how many people can you cast Featherfall at the same time? Or do you need to cast it at all four of us and use 4 spell slots for that?
No, it's one spell slot for
Yeah, it's like everyone within 60 feet that's falling.
five creatures.
5 feet. Yeah. But
So
I
the
mean,
part-
you'll fall for 1 round, and yeah, you feel like you'd beat the gargoyles to the ground either way. But there's no
Great plan, let's
gargoyles
do it.
around you either at the
In
moment.
that case, we can just go and have a walk around and then come down wherever we want to come down, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's go.
Yeah, let's get a better view of the city.
We run around the city.
You head around the tops of the cliffs, meandering through all these vines. And how far are you guys walking? Just need to measure distance, calculate how long it takes you guys. Just up to there.
There and then have a look see.
Takes you guys about 20 minutes. Okay.
Yep, seems fine.
You head on over there, and tracking through all this thick jungle terrain, you make your way past many more inanimate gargoyles. Every 100 feet they're spaced, overlooking the city.
Does this look like a shrine? Close up?
Yeah. You look down at this point of the cliff. It's about 150 feet below you, and it very much does look like a shrine. When you look down, you can see it's kind of flooded, and there are monoliths adorning it, and there are dozens and dozens of colorful creatures moving in and around the shrine.
No.
Grung. These little froggy humanoids. All different colors, yellow, red, green. And yeah, they've also got like a little dinosaur down there. It looks like some sort of two-legged dinosaur with a long tail. And
This
there
is one.
about 20 of these things.
Do these look like the one that we found when we first came down here? The one that was tied up.
Yeah, same creature. Same guy, Imbok.
Right.
They also hurt to touch.
Yeah, and I don't think we should go down there with low health.
There's
Oh,
some
yeah.
on the roof as well.
Definitely not.
And do you guys want to try and hide from them? They do have bows in their hands, and they may be hostile. I think Orion
would
had
like
a
to
bad
hide.
experience
Oh,
with
yeah,
Grung once before as well.
Yeah,
they
let's
suck.
get back.
Make a group
Do-
stealth
do-
check to try and avoid detection. Yeah, they're like on the roof. They're around the exterior. Like the entire shrine is flooded with water. And,
This is not very good.
A couple of the grung on the roof, they you hear them start to croak.
Go away from the edge. Go away from the edge.
They look
Yep.
up at you guys, and yeah, you're met with arrows, and a couple of arrows are fired towards you guys, but they don't hit anyone. You guys quickly move away from the edge.
Let's continue and take a new spot here.
Yeah,
Did we see? Did we see?
away
much
from the cliff.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing,
you
though.
can see a bit better over there.
At least we can be fairly certain that the Red Wizards didn't come by them, right? Like, it sucks that we lost our guy that might have gotten us in here, but the Red Wizards probably haven't gotten the puzzle cube out of this place either.
Yeah.
Well, I just
If
think
if there still is one there, but since they live there, or probably it's something holy for them, and we have to fight them for it.
Yeah,
we definitely have to fight them if we get close to there.
The Grung are primitive, but also pretty naive. We almost convinced them that we were a god, and then when we failed to do that, they killed one or two of my friends.
That's not. Well, I would be cranky if somebody posed as my god.
That's fair.
Probably kill them too.
We need that puzzle cube, though.
Yeah, but let's go along the cliff and do some more exciting watching. I don't feel like a fight right now.
Maybe we should do that when we are fully at full strength, you know, with our friends at our backs. That would be a better time.
We should look for Millhouse. Did we see any sign from Millhouse?
No. I'm guessing he's probably like went out last night and hung over or something. But yeah, I messaged Kieran, but he hasn't got back to me.
And is Yazo for sure gone from the campaign too?
For now, yeah.
Okay. Alright, well,
But we don't know that. We just found his armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like
he
his
was
armor.
sleeping.
Guy, the player, he won't be here for at least a couple of weeks, maybe more, and the character Yazo is missing.
Keep going across the
Same with Morgoth.
Yeah.
So
let's
yeah, obviously hostile grunts, and yeah, you guys are had about 8 arrows shot at you guys, and you could actually see more grunts concealed underneath the water that have come up. But by the time they could knock arrows and fire, you've moved away from the cliff. See a few arrows in a high arc was overhead.
Can we get an estimate of the numbers on them?
20, maybe.
Okay.
So, I mean, they're everywhere. They're on the roof, they're around the outsides. There are a large number of them.
We just keep going, right?
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Stay away from the cliff for some time and then carefully peek over a little further.
Yeah.
A little, like 20 minutes in.
Alright, you guys keep on moving up to where you want to go.
Here, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
That will be good.
You can take a look over, and a large portion of the city is flooded. And
Eric, you're missing.
Up ahead, you can hear the sound of rushing water. You look up to the north, and there is a waterfall spilling forth into the city. It's connected to a river. And you're actually over 150 feet up, and it's such a good vantage point here, you can see the entire city.
Nice.
I'll leave those areas blacked out just so you guys know where you've been and whatnot. So you do come up to the river. You will need to try and cross it, but is that where you guys want to move up to, like the river's edge, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to have a look at the river anyway. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it might be a good idea to fill your water skins up. You can drink your fill of water for the day as well. It's flowing water.
To be safe, I purify. No, I don't want to use. I will purify it in the evening when we take a rest. The water skins.
Okay. Well, it's running water, so it may still contain some bacterial
microbes.
Microbes, exactly. So anyway, you've got this river. it courses through a rocky ravine, and it plunges. It kind of angles down quite sharply, and when the actual river spills off to create a waterfall, it's only about 50 feet, like above the water here, above this massive pool that seems to submerge most of these buildings, even the very tallest of them. So the pool itself looks to be about 30 feet deep or so. The river's pretty, it's pretty fast flowing. It might be a little bit difficult to cross, but you feel like most of you, if you're pretty athletically inclined, you get across it reasonably well. There may be a risk that you get swept down, however.
Question. If we get a running start and I cast Featherfall, can we float over to the other side?
Yeah, you could jump down like that easily. But as you guys peer out, you see this astonishing view of this magnificent city, all the whitewashed buildings stretching out before you. There's sunlight sparkling off glass domes and windows.
Where's that map? We got.
It's in chapter 3.
Can I ask a question too?
Yeah.
This river, does it seem like it originally also flowed through Omu?
No, it doesn't look like, you wouldn't imagine that this river, existed when the city was in its heyday, because it's flooding the city.
Right.
Must be filtering in from the ocean, through the mountains and stuff like that, or from one of the mountains.
Right. Okay, thanks.
So it's like the weather's cleared up. It's not raining anymore. It's beautiful blue sky. You don't see any of the volcanic smoke or ash. The air is clean, it's fresh. And suddenly everything looks quite bizarre. All is not well. You start to see black smoke coiling from fires across the city. There are corpses littering the streets. You see wraiths, these vicious black ghosts flying around the city, swirling around the tops of buildings like vultures. There's hundreds and hundreds of them. And all of a sudden, this sphere of utter darkness, a big round globe of pure black, it grows out from the heart of the city, expanding, blotting out the light, and it very, very hastily expands towards you. You turn away, and when you look back, the darkness is gone. And then all of a sudden, you look around and you find yourself in the city. You're on one of these promenades, these ones that you walk across that go through the main part of the city. Burning buildings are all around you, and at the end of the street, you see in these dead streets a skeletal figure wearing tattered robes, holding a skull-tipped staff, sunken eyes of dead light. And there is this ball of darkness floating in front of him.
Do I recognize him?
It's Asarak, you sure do.
Guys, that's the bad guy. That's the bad guy.
Is everything cleared up? Does the city look as destroyed as it does when it's not?
There's burning buildings, there's smoke, there's wraiths circling around. It's almost as if you're in some sort of a different world, or looking through someone else's eyes, but you're in the middle of the city now on this wide promenade, and Asarak is walking towards you. As he moves closer, this ball of pure blackness It's levitating in the air. It's only about 2 feet in diameter, and it's moving with him 10 feet ahead of him towards you all.
Told you
try
I'd
to-
find you. I told you I'd hunt you. I'm coming after you. I rage and I
try
run
to-
toward him.
You attempt to rage Orion and attempt to run forward, and all of a sudden you're just stuck, dangling like a marionette, just walking in midair, and you feel like your rage is suppressed, and Asarak cackles. And he hisses.
I, Asarak, the Eternal, beckon you to your doom. Come, foolish ones, plunder my treasures if you dare. Others have tried, all have failed. From your skin, tapestries shall be woven, and your bones will carpet my tomb. Only I am beyond death's reach. Only I know the secret to true immortality.
And just like that, all of a sudden, you look over to the city and you're standing on the cliff tops. The city's half flooded. It's an overgrown ruin.
I throw a rock off the top, the biggest rock I can find in frustration.
As you throw the rock onto the ground, you notice another flooded shrine just ahead of you.
If we jump off do we get close to the shrine or drop in the water with the feather wall?
You, the water looks pretty deep. If you're in medium or heavy armor, you feel like if you hit the water, you're probably going to sink, and you might need to swim. But there are areas around here that look not as deep, like near buildings and stuff like that.
Did you guys see that? Was that a vision? Did you see that too?
Yeah. It was strange.
I didn't like it.
I know.
That creature
neither.
killed my tribe. He corrupted them.
Ah. I think he did something to Omu as well.
So, is he here? He invited us into his home so we can.
But
so he can
it
try
looked
to kill
different.
us?
It wasn't flooded like before. Or like right now. I mean, the city was on fire, but there was no water yet. Might be that it was in the past or something?
I don't know.
It's weird.
But we should expect to fight him when we look for the soulmonger.
Yeah, definitely. How do we fight a thing like that? I mean, I couldn't do anything.
With fire.
Yeah, with fire and fang. It was just a vision.
Okay. Well, we should prepare for that.
Ugh. Come on, let's get down to that shrine so we can.
Yeah, you think that's a good plan to do that now? I mean,
I need to
I
take
don't
my
have-
mind off it.
We should cut down some trees and chuck them down to it so we can make a boat and a float or something like that.
Or we can just go over here to this part
Maybe-
of the cliff and go down from there.
I just a thought. Maybe it's stupid, but while all these things are flooded, we cannot easily reach them. But can we maybe do something about the river and keep the water from flowing down? And then maybe the water will drop in level, and then we can get to those shrines. Maybe.
Only if you're a professional lumberjack and have 5 months.
Yeah, this
that
river is
might be too much time.
this river is pretty it's pretty quick moving, and it doesn't really look like there's a safe path from the top of the waterfall to the city below. Summing up your options, yeah, you would have to try and cross the river, which there is a small chance you may be swept down. You might slip and tumble down. It is a waterfall after all. Or jump down and Try and stick to some of the shallower parts of this flooded section of the city.
Or cut down some trees, drop them down and make a life preserver.
It would take quite a lot of effort to cut down some trees. And I'm not sure if anyone even has an axe.
I think we have some options. We can cross the river and then use your featherfall thing to climb down, fall down, whatever down from the other side. Yeah, to there.
Yeah.
Or we go back to where we came and then we just climb back down there and have a rest.
I say we do the feather fall over here.
What time of day is it?
It's
Good question.
About midday-ish. You guys are... you're not tired. You can definitely march for many more hours, but needing to sleep and needing to restore your abilities are two separate things.
I have some spells left, but not very much.
I'm pretty injured.
And it looks like the red wizards are active in the day. We could rest at the day and continue in the night.
I don't want to lose any more time. Sindra might be dying as we speak. I say we keep going.
Now let's take a group vote then. Continue or rest. Okay. Majority say continue. Push on. Try to maximize your limited time left before Sindra dies and you lose your reward.
Let's. If anybody has any other ideas, I say we cross the river, go to this part of the cliff, and then use Featherfall to go down here, and then hopefully we won't have to swim as much to get to this shrine.
Maybe we can use a rope to so the first one that's going over holds the end of the rope, and we keep the other end. So if he drops in or isn't able to get to the other side, we can put him back.
That's a good idea.
I get out my rope.
Tie it around me.
I'll tie it around you, and I'll hold the other end, and maybe give a piece of the other end to Garrick, maybe.
Give it to Nim. He's so much heavier than me.
So you guys,
right.
You guys will want to tie yourselves together, or?
No.
We get Orion to swim over the river while we hold the rope,
right?
In case he goes down water.
Okay.
Yep.
And then we do, and then he ties it off, and we climb along the rope.
Okay. Yeah, you could even just hold it as well. You don't need to necessarily tie it. All right, Orion, you want to swim across the river? Make an athletics check. How you swim across? Easy. It's not really that rapid. You swim across. You get over the other side, climb up a bit, and you've got the rope still in your hand.
I'll just hold it.
Anyone else who wants to swim across will have advantage now. You guys can make athletics checks with advantage to swim across.
One question, Orion.
I would like to bring the rope as the last person. Would I still have advantage, or
he's holding it anyway? He's holding it, so you're just grabbing onto the rope, and he's pulling you, and you're
right.
You're pulling along the rope. So you're not just swimming; you're also climbing a bit. So you have an advantage.
Right.
Orion, did you do the doggy paddle?
Of course.
Alright, so Torin, you get across. Nim, you get across with ease.
I did.
Across. It's like it's salt water as well. You guys notice, so yeah, you will need to purify it. You get across, and you're over the top of the cliff now. The plan is to jump down and featherfall, right? Over here.
Yep.
That's it.
Maybe we should go over here and just look if we can see a bit more from that part, and then jump down here.
You can
Oh,
see
sure.
you can see clearly all this area
Well,
here.
okay.
Just kept it dark so you guys know what you've explored fully and whatnot.
Okay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
keep track of where you guys have been.
Let's all jump off a cliff together.
Ryan, do you need to have some more hit points?
I would not say no to that.
Because I could do another 5 hit points from lay on hands to you.
You would continue to be my favorite.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Okay. You didn't lose concentration at any point, did you, as well, Torrin? So you should still have that magic crossbow. It goes for an hour.
That's true.
Okay.
I'm not sure how much walking time we had, but
It's been about 40 minutes or something.
okay, cool.
Alright, so what's the plan? You guys jumping off a cliff?
Woohoo!
Yep.
Okay, you guys all get ready and you count 1, 2, 3,
Feather fall.
and you jump off, and that's where we'll end today's session.
Oh.
Lovely. Lovely.
Very nice.
You guys look up, and Garrett's
Definitely a cliffhanger.
still standing on the top of the cliff, just pointing and laughing at you guys. No, I'm joking. He comes with you guys, I'm sure. Yeah. We'll leave it on a cliffhanger. Ha ha ha.
When do we get the new level? When we rest next time? Or?
You guys can level up now, but if you use the character mancer, you will need to keep a track of how many hit dice, spell slots, and hit points you have, because the character mancer fills it all up. So you need to reset your resources back to what they are now.
Okay.
And you can level up. Obviously, if you prepare spells, you won't be able to prepare any new ones until you take a long rest. But you'll gain any spell slots that you gain or any other abilities that you do for 7th level.
Sweet.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
That'll be nice.
And I'm gonna do that right now.
That's what I'm doing.
349.
Guys, have fun leveling up, and I'll see you guys here next week. Thanks a lot, everyone.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Later,
See you
Seven.
next time.
Thanks.
See you guys. Bye. Bye-bye.